And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
In the New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with episode 197. Was that a Mets football jersey? Yeah, it was. We are back, though. Episode 197. It is a football episode, so I guess that's what the Mets fan was getting ready for. Ready for that Giants season, huh? Danny Dimes, baby.
Dimes.
Or maybe he's a Aaron Rodgers fan who apparently is a big fan of Egypt. He came out today saying that. Yeah, he said, I've always loved Egypt or something like that.
He's probably fascinated by the pyramids. If I had to guess.
No, those are probably fake.
Have you ever wondered how they built them, though? Like,
there's been science come out and said.
He probably wants to just go sit in there and just sit them in the dark.
Meditate
in the pyramids.
I need to find the quote. Let me see. Egypt. But there was some wild thing that he said.
I would like to just sit down with Aaron and just shoot the bull with him.
Just pick his
Pardon
brain.
my take
Pick his
has.
brain.
And
Pardon my take has.
You need to watch some of the Pardon My Take interviews. They've been on some haters. I mean, they did Derek Carr, our franchise quarterback.
I thought it was a good interview.
I thought it was.
I liked the interview.
Yeah, they did Baker, Josh
Makes
Allen.
you feel bad for kind of hating him, huh?
Derek's a good dude.
He's a really good
dude,
guy.
man.
He is.
He's a good speaker. He's a really good speaker.
Well, he went to Fresno. I would imagine that's probably a pretty good academic school.
I don't know. Maybe
They have Ivy in their logo, so
It's usually a very good athletic school. I know that.
yeah.
I knew I would get fined for missing minicamp, but I also knew how much I wanted to be in Egypt. Aaron Rodgers says he has been a fan of Egypt for 3 decades and planned his trip based on the previous year's mandatory minicamp schedule, which was different this year.
So
he's been a fan of
he's
Egypt
about
for
9.
3 decades. What does that even mean? Who just says that?
I bet he walked around there as if he was Egyptian too.
Oh yeah.
What a guy.
That's Aaron Rodgers.
He's going to still come out and just flick that football and it's going to go 80 yards.
They're getting a lot of hype.
A whole lot.
Just like last year. It's the same
but it's more. I think it's more.
I'm seeing Super Bowl.
Yes,
I didn't see that last year.
I didn't see that last year either. Yeah.
So someone, I think it was
Did they watch Hard Knocks last year?
I think it was
Nobody's
Chris
really
Sims.
good on that team.
I think Chris Sims came out.
Well, Chris Sims is an idiot.
There was someone that predicted Packers versus Jets Super Bowl. Now I'm sure it's just storyline, but my God, who's even saying this?
No.
That's a whole other level of
I've heard it from
hype.
multiple different people saying the same thing.
Who's he throwing the football to?
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson and who
A
else?
whole lot. Matter of fact, I might draft him round 1 that much.
That's about it.
Brees Hall's going to run.
Brees Hall's going to tote it.
Very fast.
Alan Lazard's probably still there.
And then by week 6, he'll
Randall
throw
Cobb retired.
Devontae Adams.
Randall Cobb will come back.
Yes, Randall Cobb will
He just
retire.
retired, but he's going to come back.
But he retired a Packer, didn't he? Didn't they let him?
Probably. I would hope so.
I would imagine.
Remember that first play of his career?
Yep.
Just go ahead and trade Devontae Adams now.
Yeah.
Because if it's happening, let's just go ahead and do
To
it.
the Saints or to the Jets?
Devontae likes it out there, man. I don't know why.
He likes where?
He likes Vegas.
Yeah, he doesn't like his quarterback.
Yeah, he doesn't like the roster, though.
He didn't
O'Connell
like
or Gardner
the
Minshew.
quarterback. He probably likes them. Crap, he's the one that got Jimmy benched.
I mean, Aaron didn't say that at the charity golf tournament a couple weeks ago for no reason.
Yeah, that was something.
I mean, he literally said I'm ready to get back to playing with Devontae.
Yeah,
so.
Devontae will be a Jet or he'll be a Saint.
Yeah,
one or the other.
It's going to be one of the two.
One or the other.
Absolutely.
Or a Lion or something.
Ooh.
Just who knows? The Lions are going to get
the
a
Lions
receiver
need
at some
that.
point.
I've been banging that table for a year now.
Yeah.
They got to go get him another one.
Speaking of the Lions and the Packers and all them, we're talking NFC North.
Bear Claw,
baby. Bear Claw. Bear Claw.
This might be my favorite division in football.
It's electric. I'm very excited to talk about this division. You've got the Chicago Bears who have, the generational quarterback Caleb Williams. You got our Detroit Lions, who historical year last year. Should have made the freaking Super Bowl.
Should have made it.
Like, blew a 20-point lead, I believe, in the conference championship. But it wasn't even their year last year. They were a year early. And they're ready now.
I hope.
Yeah, but how hard is it to get back to that stage?
Exactly,
Very hard.
Exactly.
Especially when the division got that much harder.
They could have beat the Niners last year.
They
in the
should
playoffs.
have.
Yeah,
They should have. Well,
Wow.
that's after Baker gave them the game at the end.
Yeah, it's all Baker's
They
fault.
barely got past Baker.
Get out of here, ball.
But I mean, the Lions are America's team. I would still say everyone's rooting for them.
Yeah.
The Packers, not a lot of people believed in them last year. I'm pretty sure we had it on the fridge under for their wins. And Jordan Love looked awesome. The receiving core was young and exciting. The running back room was banged up, but hey, we signed Josh Jacobs. Defense always performs somehow. They got better pieces there. Like, great coach. I think LaFleur's a really good coach.
Very good coach.
He's one of the best.
Everything about the Packers that we didn't think was going to happen again happened again, and they're still the Packers. They're going to run football for probably the next 10 years and be right in that conversation for forever. And then you got the Vikings, who Justin Jefferson, best receiver in football.
Good luck.
Aaron Jones, a little bit of a
Bounce back year.
yeah,
maybe,
has something to prove in division.
with no quarterback.
J.J. McCarthy though.
With no quarterback.
J.J.
No
McCarthy.
quarterback.
No quarterback.
Still don't have a quarterback.
J.J. McCarthy though. I mean, a lot of hype, right?
I will say,
all the
from
scouts,
one
believe in him.
person.
He could hand the ball off to Aaron Jones really well. He had a lot of practice of that in
Hey,
college.
J.J. gets open.
It's good form. He hands it off just in the right spot. I mean,
Elite hander
elite
off of the
hander
ball.
off.
J.J. knows how to get open. It ain't that hard to hit an open man. And I saw today Sam Darnold was throwing bombs. That's what J.J. said.
That's going to be the quarterback.
Probably could be the quarterback.
I'd trust J.J. more, and I hate both.
But you give Darnold with that offensive minded head coach, he probably could do a little better than he has the rest of his career.
Nah,
Can't do worse.
Darnold's just bad. He's just bad.
Worse than
bad.
JJ?
I think J.J. has at least you don't really know what he is yet. Darnold's been in the league 6 years. Like,
I know, but
we know what he is by now.
we don't. JJ just won the national championship. We still don't know what he is.
That's something.
That's
And he's
impressive.
like
But
23.
the scouts think he's good for some reason. It's one of the most confusing things I've ever seen. It is more confusing than Will Levis, because at least Will Levis fell to the second round. I never understood that.
And Will Levis has a cannon.
And
at
it,
least.
he looked
Yeah.
pretty good when he
Yeah.
came out and played.
Exactly.
JJ, I never understood top 10. I didn't understand first round, and now we're about to see. But
quick.
I mean, T.J. Hawkinson's on the team. Jordan Addison
Salvador
maybe
Perez
is
going to
be there, depending on the DUI. I mean, the defense is.
What a bad timing for a DUI, too.
Yeah, after your teammate dies.
Not saying there's ever a good time for it, but like a couple of days after your teammate got killed by a drunk driver, you decide to go out and drink and drive.
Yeah.
Like, he should be suspended for that.
He probably will be.
Like, legit, he should be suspended.
He probably will be. But yeah, just the Vikings are interesting. They're going to finish last,
Yes.
but they're interesting.
Hands down. Last.
Yeah.
Definitely
But
finishing last, but
if they win 6 games in last place, I wouldn't be shocked. I think they could still win 6.
I don't know if it's a guarantee last, because I could see Chicago.
Imploding. Or just
I mean,
not
just-
having.
or
it's
just
not
not
clicking.
clicking.
It's a rookie quarterback at the end of the day.
rookie quarterback with Matt Eberflus.
Yeah, you still do have Eberflus.
exactly.
Also forget
Eberflus.
that. Special teams coordinator, don't forget.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, those have been successful.
What if you're Chicago?
John Harbaugh. That's
So,
the list.
so
That's it.
put us. Let's say let's say the Saints are in Chicago's shoes right now, which we kind of are. We have
I would love to be in their shoes.
We have Dennis Allen. So we had Dennis Allen, and say we drafted Caleb Williams this year. Would you take a bad year one to fire your coach?
Oh, buddy.
Or would you want that first year coming out the gates looking good, especially with the talent that Chicago has around him already? Like, do you want that first year?
I just don't want to ruin that quarterback that first year.
Exactly. So,
And that's why.
but if
that's
you,
why I
if
was
you
banging
do
the
good,
table. Why Chicago not getting a coach?
If you do good, you're going to keep that coach around. So essentially, would you rather them suck, or would you rather
if that
CJ
quarterback's that
Stroud?
good, he'll overcome a lot of
They
that.
did get a new offensive coordinator.
They did.
I did not realize that.
It's the guy that I
Guy
think
from Seattle,
They got a whole new staff, didn't they?
besides the head coach.
Yeah, but I mean, like
Which
he
makes
had
no sense.
Yeah, none.
and at the end of the day, we all know the head coach can just ruin everything still for your team.
Yeah. In 3 seasons in Seattle, Waldron's offense ranked 3rd in yards per touch, 3rd in big plays,
Hold on.
passing, and 4th in big plays rushing.
Oh, hold
percentage.
on. That
Waldron.
but the
Shane.
yeah, but the quarterback whisperer was there just 2 years ago
Canales.
with Gino. So was he a quarterback?
I think he was just the quarterback coach, maybe.
He was probably just the quarterback.
and then he
coach.
went down to Tampa
Tampa
to
to
be
be the
Waldron.
OC? Okay.
that would've been the
Waldron
jump
was
up.
the OC in
Okay.
Seattle for 21, 22, and 23.
Okay.
So is it really
Oh,
him?
and guess who else he's coached for?
Cliff Kingsbury, Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
Okay. He
I thought there was someone
Which
in
I
the
recognize the name.
I thought there was someone in the Chicago room that
Was
was
it-
with Caleb at like Oklahoma or something.
But should
Yeah,
I be
somebody-
worried that Seattle's offense wasn't as good last year because they lost
They lost
what's
Canales,
his name?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, was he one behind the scenes that was really making it work?
Yeah, I mean that's a very valid point. We'll see, but there's just so much.
All I
talent.
know is their situation coaching wise is different than us because their coordinator, I mean their head coach is not like a defensive or offensive coordinator. He's a special teams coordinator.
Yeah,
So he's more
Yeah.
likely to say, all right,
Y'all do y'all
it's
thing.
you, and then I'll handle kicking. You know?
But he's gonna want his hand in on them things as a head coach.
He'll probably just make decisions like going for
Which I think DA does that. I just
Yeah.
think DA didn't have an OC last year to
Yeah.
make it look as better.
he had
than-
an excuse.
Yeah, like I
Now
think
he
now
ain't got
he
one.
don't got one.
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
this
it's
is it.
now, or he's definitely banging Miss Gale.
This is exactly right.
It's
So
one or the other.
would you rather? Would you rather, if you're a Chicago fan, have that C.J. Stroud type of year where you look awesome and you win a playoff game, but Eberflus stays around, or would you rather go 5-11 or 5-12, whatever that number is?
12.
You think?
Because
Get rid of the guy.
because Caleb could have a great year, but you ain't going nowhere in the playoff. I mean, it's gonna be like CJ might win one game, but you know the ceiling's there, or you're not gonna make the run. Like, let's just make the 1 year. Let's go get a not even young, just an offensive minded guy that you could grow with Caleb
Ben
for the next
Johnson.
10 years. Yeah, Ben Johnson,
Lincoln
yeah.
Riley.
Ben Johnson in division to the Bears.
I mean, he's waiting for a perfect opportunity. That'd be
That'd be the perfect opportunity.
dang near perfect.
We think he'll go with in division though, like that.
Yeah. Dan will probably cut his balls off or something.
And hang him in the freaking meeting room.
Yeah, that's right.
Make
That's
a
right.
shrine out of him.
Yeah, he knows where his family is. So Dan would probably put a cross in his yard before the game.
Ben's
that
coming
year.
to New Orleans, so we're not worried about
That's
it.
dang right he is. I'm not sure. Lincoln Riley's everybody wants him.
No, that's just always a guess.
See Paul Feinbaum
That's
the other day.
that's gonna be the guess until Lincoln Riley just like dies.
Yeah,
What did he say on ESPN?
he was dogging.
He said the perfect replacement's Dion.
Oh, yeah.
like perfect replacement for Lincoln Riley is Dion.
Did you see Dion was on the list of coaches maybe probably fired.
Oh God.
There's a betting odds, and he was on the list.
would
I
that-
saw
what would that
list.
even take?
Billy Napier was number one.
What would that take for Dion to get fired this year?
He's gonna have to get naked on the field or something.
Lose complete control of the
Sleep with a
program.
student.
How
something.
are you going to get fired?
with your son
With your
at quarterback
son at the starting quarterback position.
and everyone on this team because of you?
They can't afford his contract. How are they going to fire him for the buyout? Like they paid the contract because they knew they were going to sell seats.
He would have to get in legal trouble and like
he would have to kill somebody.
Which
Like,
would surprise me if he wouldn't get in some kind of legal
Yeah.
trouble. I mean,
Yeah.
he could,
I don't
see that.
don't think he'd kill, but he'd have to almost kill somebody.
it's crazy going to Braves games and seeing Dion baseball jerseys and being like, "That's the football coach of the Colorado Buffs."
Heard a fun story today on the Braves
That's just-
broadcast.
that's so crazy.
CJ Nikowski, one of the Braves announcers now on the broadcast, he got his first major league hit with Deion Sanders' bat.
Wow,
He was a
There you
pitcher.
go.
He only got like 3 hits. And he's like, I remember
he's
I
a
got
relief
off of,
pitcher too, right?
Yeah, he's a starter initially. I got a hit off of so-and-so, and you know the best part? I used Deion Sanders' bat.
So that's such a crazy freaking thing, man. What an athlete.
Speaking of Dion, have you seen anything about that recruit Jonah Williams coming to LSU? possibly.
I saw he got the RPM today. Of like
Jonah
60.
Williams,
He's
tackle
like
from
they're
Bama.
like Dion comparisons of him.
Oh, God.
He's the number one.
I never went and looked him up.
He's the number one safety in the country.
Oh,
He's the number 9 overall player in the country.
it's a 5-star.
Where's he from?
He's a top 15 MLB prospect in 2025.
God, here we go with
Texas,
this.
Florida, or Louisiana?
Lefty, throws 94 as a junior. Power from the left side at the plate.
He's an athlete.
I think he's like 6'3",
Oh,
205.
don't say it. All right, no offense. He needs to play
point guard.
baseball.
He's at the Bayou. He's on the Bayou, the big recruiting thing, and BK and Jay Johnson are gonna probably pick him up at the airport if I had to guess.
He ain't never gonna make it to Baton Rouge. You can't, Peyton.
You can't.
You cannot. If you're that big lefty, pumping it and can hit,
Yeah, he can hit.
he's gonna get picked in the top 20 of the draft.
He batted like 470
But no,
something.
they don't. They're not
Where's he
gonna.
from?
No one's
Texas.
getting drafted.
Texas, then he's playing good baseball.
Yeah.
No one's getting drafted as a two-way guy though. They just don't do that anymore.
Jack Caglione got drafted as.
He's going to be a hitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not going to pitch him.
No shot, dude. He throws 99.
That's literally been the story.
They'll look at him.
No one does it besides Shohei. It never works. Brendan McKay didn't work.
Because
Brendan McKay's about ahead of his time.
Because I wanted Skeens to do it. And they wouldn't let him.
It just doesn't happen. If you're that good at one side, you're just not like.
Well, it don't matter. He's throwing upper 90s as a lefty. As a junior in high school, he's getting picked in the first round of the MLB
Or
draft.
he can come to LSU.
What do you do though? Do you go to be a football player for 3 years
Depends
and
on what his love
and
is.
get a payday?
Probably.
You go and you try baseball. You
Then
find
you
out
have
if you suck or
eligibility
not.
for
And
football.
you come back and play college football. You're Brandon Whedon.
Because they say
And then he's even more scary because he's 21 years old after playing against other 21-year-olds.
After
a freshman.
MLB weight program.
Exactly. He's even more scary. We ain't never seen somebody do that. We always see him come punt or play quarterback. We don't ever see somebody or tight end. You don't see a freaking safety.
About to see the guy for
He comes
Arkansas.
he comes from money, so he's not going to be money hungry.
It's like that Hampton kid.
His dad's a judge.
Remember him? Mo Hampton?
Oh,
Yeah.
Mo from
Like
Memphis.
Tennessee?
Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee, Mo Hampton. Yeah.
He did not pan out.
No.
He was full of
He
himself.
was
Is that it?
he was a better football player than baseball, but he got hurt in freshman year on the football field, and he never bounced back from that injury. Now he's at Samford playing baseball. Samford.
Hey, if you focus on it, you can get picked up from anywhere in baseball.
He turned down about, I think it was like 2.5 coming out of high school in the draft.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Let's talk some divisions though. So we've got who was last year? The Bears? Yeah.
First pick.
The Bears.
The Bears.
First pick thanks to the Panthers.
Oh, that's right.
What a trade.
Jonah looked goofy, by the way.
What a trade. When we look at him. Yeah,
He
it
looks
looks
like
like
an
Andrew
athlete,
Jones.
He looks like an athlete.
Andrew Jones.
Why does
That's what he
everybody
looks like.
have that hair look like an athlete?
Yeah.
I'm going to go find a picture of him shirtless.
All right. The Bears. Additions. They added DeAndre Swift, 3 years, $24 million. Keenan Allen, got him for practically nothing. Fourth-round pick, but he's still on a little bit of a payday. So
Yeah. Are they going to pay him?
I don't know. I think he's got another year or two on his contract.
I thought it was a year because wasn't that some of the beef that they didn't want to have to pay him coming up?
Yeah, because they didn't pay him and they didn't pay Mike.
Exactly.
Mike Williams is a Jet. That's another guy that Aaron's
That's
throwing
who
to.
the guy was. I know they
Mike.
signed somebody.
Just thought of that. But still, whatever the situation is, having Keenan Allen on your team for a rookie quarterback is a dream. Keenan still got a lot in the tank. Last year he was awesome. Probably one of the best years of his career. Very excited to see how that works out with him and Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, DeAndre Swift. It's going to be very exciting. Ryan Bates, O-line. Got a couple guys to hopefully make that O-line a little bit better because last year it was not very good. Gerald Everett, 2 years, $12 million, another tight end. I bet he has some type of connections with the OC, Waldron, Gerald Everett, from the Rams days. Mm-hmm. So I bet you said he was a McVay guy?
Yes.
So, yeah, I bet that's
makes
absolutely
sense.
something. Jalen Johnson got his big contract. A lot of rumors last year at the deadline about trading him, one of the better corners in the NFL. But they did keep him around and sign him 4 years, $76 million. That right there is just a good sign if you're a Bears fan that you're paying these guys instead of trading them away. You also had the Montez Sweat extension last year that you traded, kind of made that win now move, and he looked really good last year.
That was a good trade.
Yeah, he looked really good. Kevin Byard, 2 years, $15 million. Not as good as he used to be. I mean, he was best safety in the NFL at one point. Now, kind of on the back end of his career, but still, very good player. Simone Biles' husband, 2-year deal, missing training camp to go watch Simone flip and win golds.
I'd be mad about that. I'm not going to lie. If I was a Bears fan, I'd be pissed. But luckily, he's probably not going to play.
I'm pretty sure Ertz missed for Julie during the soccer and all that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
pretty
Ertz
sure
is
he was
40.
No, he wasn't.
He was
He's not
old.
even 40 now.
I don't know if he would have missed.
I'm not mad at that.
I mean, it's pretty iconic.
I mean, she's like one of the
She
most.
is trying to do the first thing.
She's Simone.
She's Simone Biles.
This is her third Olympics too.
I think she's going for records.
She's the first
she didn't do it the
gymnast
last one.
to be
Or
in 3
Is
Olympics.
it fourth? Is it third or fourth?
I think it's 3.
She didn't do the last one.
Yeah.
She skipped 4 years ago.
Dude, that means this could have been 4. I'm gonna look it up.
There's some type of record with that. There was an interesting discussion the other day about who's going to be the torch person in a couple years, 2028 for U.S. Olympics. I think she's a decent option. I don't really know.
But she won't be in it. Then
She won't be active.
No, but I mean, Muhammad Ali did it in '96.
Oh, well,
like the
crap.
person to light the torch.
I thought she had to be active to do that.
Well, if you're not active, then you got to put Michael Phelps.
But he's got legal issues.
What did he do?
He smoked weed and did all that stuff at
that
one
was
point.
one time.
I mean, he's half that Olympic roster probably is doing that.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Phelps has to be the one. If it's not active, if active doesn't matter.
If he's allowed to do it, then he's probably the best option because I think he's got the most medals.
He's on
period.
the Peacock broadcast. He was on there the other day.
Oh yeah, but
During the
everybody
swimming.
is. Greg Olson was on broadcast.
That or the girl. The girl.
Simone Biles is only
Katie
27
Ledecky?
years old.
Yeah, give me Kaylee Ledecky.
She's how old?
27.
Jesus Christ.
She's younger than me. She's been.
Dude, that's way old for that sport.
Oh, I know. I'm
crazy.
just saying that's
crazy.
crazy.
Unreal.
She's a freak.
Think about how much she's lived through.
Think of how much she's lived through.
Yeah, this is her third. Dude, think about it. 2016 was her first Olympics.
Rio?
She was 19 years old.
I thought she was younger.
I thought she was too, but we don't do that over here. That's China.
That's
That's why they're banned from the Olympics. That's why they can't do gymnastics no more. Them in Russia.
That's right.
Russia can't even have their flag out there. Dude, yeah, she did 2016, 2020, and this would be 2024.
What? So she didn't skip? I swore she skipped.
I'm looking at Tokyo right here.
Was she hurt?
She just sucked.
She was hurt.
She was hurt. That's what was.
The
I remember
mental
that.
stuff.
The foot.
Yeah, I forgot all about
She was
that.
depressed.
Because she didn't compete. She was on the team.
And then she found Jonathan Owens, and that's why he's going. That's what it is, Chance.
Because remember,
she did the balance beam.
Emotional
that was it. Remember, she wasn't going to do anything at all, and then they were at the last
and there's
minute.
a big
she was
story.
going, the big story about her doing. I forgot all about that.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. China's allowed to do it again.
It was just a partial ban.
I guess.
I think it's
I remember
Russia
dude, they were doing 12-year-olds out there.
Yeah, Russia. I think Russia.
I think
I know
Russia's still
Russia
out, yeah.
can't go to the Olympics.
Yeah, they nothing.
I saw
like,
Canada had some coaches
one
thrown
country
out
got
today.
in trouble.
Canada was droning. I guess they're watching practice of some sport. They got kicked out.
They do realize they make noise.
Yeah.
Like they're not camoed up there, right?
Why is there a drone on campus? Yeah.
Wow.
Have you seen the cardboard beds? It's pretty crazy.
Crazy.
Pretty crazy. And the people say they're decently comfortable and everything. But yeah, I thought that's an interesting discussion that, it'll be a big story in 2 years from now. Did you see the flag people we got for this year?
No.
LeBron and Coco Gauff, the tennis girl.
Well, I thought,
why not Simone?
I don't know.
She too short?
I don't know. But I know LeBron's one of them.
I thought LeBron was a little weird. It's not like he's playing in the Olympics every year. Like, I mean, he's not like
Kevin Durant's got more golds than him.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's
I don't.
LeBron.
It's LeBron.
I mean, I know it's LeBron, but like, it just that didn't.
I didn't realize he ain't done it every year.
No, he didn't play. He didn't play the last one.
I think this will be his
That
third.
was during that run, though.
Well,
So that kinda
2020
makes sense.
The last one was right after he won a championship.
2016 is the last one he done.
Well,
wasn't it?
Where's
he
Melo?
probably
at
didn't do
when we
that
need him?
one.
I don't. Yeah,
Because that was after the 3-1
might have been the
comeback.
Heat when he did it in
To
2012.
He probably did 08 and 2012. So he's
Right.
probably going for his third this year. I might be wrong on that, though. But KD's, I think, going for his fourth.
That's right.
I
He's
think
playing
that's
it every
right.
time, I think.
Yeah. Because I think it would just be him and Melo. Did Melo win 4?
Melo's the king of it.
Yeah.
He has the most ever.
And I think KD just passed Melo in like international points last time, like in the FIBA ones or something like that. But yeah, it's LeBron. Like it's LeBron.
I know. Yeah, I know why, but I don't know. There's so many good Olympians that you kind of.
Ledecky's an interesting. Why isn't she doing it? But she might have done it in the past.
How is
for all
she
I know.
still swimming?
Yeah, who knows?
She was swimming with Phelps.
I know, and I'm all in when she is. Too.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen the video of the chocolate milk? Her swimming and balancing.
I think we talked about this last episode.
Oh, that was yeah.
I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
China was not banned. They just had a scandal because they were using 14-year-olds.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on to the departures for the Bears. Justin Fields.
Rabbit hole.
yeah. Well, you mentioned Jonathan Owens. You got to mention his wife. So that's the only reason he's known.
That's the only reason I'm about to say. That's the reason why you know his name.
Hey, shout out to him though. Justin Fields. That experiment is over. My Bears Fields jersey is no longer in use. I guess I can burn that. Traded to the Steelers. It's going to be a very interesting situation. We'll talk about them in a month probably. Nathan Peterman,
Man.
To the Saints.
Who that?
Probably second string, first string.
Hey, he's going to be a fourth stringer.
He'll get some run.
He's gonna
At some point.
He's going to get cut.
Throw a pick in the preseason game. Darnell Mooney, he's going to the Falcons. Talked about him last time. Deontay Foreman to the Browns. Equanimous St. Brown to the Saints. Who that? Wide receiver 3.
Dude sucks.
Mercedes Lewis, I think he's back.
I think he's
He
like
signed somewhere.
50, isn't he?
He's still around.
How old is he?
He signed with the Packers.
Again? No, he's back with the Bears. So this list is just a little old, I guess. He's still going. I think he's breaking a record.
Well, look at his age. Up,
Mercedes Lewis receives vet day off Tuesday. Training
my
camp.
God.
He's basically
He's
a coach.
40.
40.
He's 40.
Tight end. He's 40.
How is Mercedes still playing?
There you go.
He's rolling into his 19th season. That's awesome.
Well, he's still playing because he's not playing.
Well, he's a
just
blocker.
a blocker. Yeah.
Yeah. What's there's some type of history. Let me see what it is.
He's going to be the oldest skill position player of all time, probably.
Longest tenured tight end in NFL history when he played all 17 games last year, breaking a tie with Jason Witten and Tony Gonzalez. If he appears in a game for Chicago, he'll be the first tight end, wide receiver, or running back to play in a game at age of 40 since Jerry Rice.
Wow.
There you go.
And that's Mercedes Lewis.
He's got to go one more then to break the record.
Absolutely. Robert Tonyan to the Vikings. We'll talk about him a little bit later. Cody Whitehair. Yannick Ngakoue, I think he signed with the Jags today. He signed somewhere. Eddie Jackson gone to the Ravens.
Yep.
Just happened recently. Very Ravens move. Let's talk about the Bears draft. That was the real story of the offseason for them. Caleb Williams, number 1 overall. Everyone knows about him. Roma Dunze, number 9. Interesting spot there. Some people thought they were going tackle. Some people thought maybe a trade back, get a defensive player or something like that. But
why wouldn't you go tackle there?
Yeah, but when Rome's on the board, you'd take Rome, I guess.
But I mean,
was there not a good one there?
Yeah, I mean the one we got.
I would have 7, and then when did the Mims go? Was it 8? I think it went 7 and 8 back to back. So it was kind of a gap between then and the next best. But I guess just Rome was just that high on the board, maybe that they just went for it.
I mean, you can always get receivers though.
Yeah, and then they got a tackle with the 75th overall pick from Yale. Don't know much about him.
High IQ.
You got the punt god though, Torrey Taylor. I mean, absolute weapon.
I mean,
like absolute weapon. We've talked about him plenty.
Electric.
He's a weapon. Like he actually is. How much is he going to get to punt? Who knows? But when he punts, we know what's happening. Let's talk about
Pin 'em deep.
their schedule.
That will help a rookie quarterback out, though.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, the Mets have 12 runs now since we've changed that game. Let's see. They open up versus the Titans at home. Then you go to Houston for a Sunday night game against Stroud. That'll be very fun.
What a good TV game there.
Heck yeah. At the Colts versus the Rams versus Carolina versus Jacksonville in London, probably. That's Jacksonville's home away from home.
At that time slot. Or Germany.
Yeah, it's probably.
I think they do back-to-back London again.
It's got to be London, man. Jacksonville don't play anywhere else. Yeah, it's
London.
London.
Mexico too. Got a Mexico game this year too.
Yeah, it's London. So first 6, what are we thinking there? I mean, pretty bearable.
3-3.
Probably. I mean,
Realistic.
could be 4-2.
Yeah.
Could be 4-2.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Definitely will be some growing pains with a rookie quarterback, but I mean,
It's a favorable week 1 matchup, though.
Should be, but
the good young quarterbacks you're facing that you don't know what you're going to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stroud could go off.
Levis and
Richardson could go
Tennessee,
off.
I think, have a very realistic chance to be a sleeper team this year. They've got a lot of weapons, and then we don't know what AR-15 is going to be looking like for the Colts. Stafford and the Rams, you know what's happening there. Carolina and Bryce Young by week 5, maybe they're looking a little bit better. And then the Jags, we kind of know what they are.
You are, but the travel, you just never know what's going to happen with that.
Absolutely. Will Caleb Williams appear in like a kilt or something over there in London?
It'll be in a wardrobe, I can promise you.
I mean, that's a good 6 for the Bears, though. And then you come out after the bye. You have at Washington, at Arizona versus New England.
I'm sorry, you got to put that Washington-Chicago game on a primetime slot.
It's generally Monday night
1-2.
football.
You
1-2,
get 1
that's
and 2
usually
right there.
1-2 quarterbacks are always Monday night football. Always.
How do you not give us that?
Even dating back to Jared Goff versus Carson Wentz. It's always Monday night football.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that it's not.
Do they have Monday night football? Vikings, okay.
Ugh.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Ugh. That'd be a game we won't watch.
Hey, JJ.
Yeah.
At Washington, at Arizona versus New England after the bye. That's 3 winnable games right there.
Yeah, but week 11 through 16 is hell on earth.
You can say 11 through 18, pretty much.
I didn't see, yeah.
You play every division game.
Yeah.
And then you also play at San Francisco and versus Seattle. Like that's
a
just
lot of hats.
Yeah, four of your last 6 games are on the road.
And you got the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna bet so much on that game.
Lose everything.
Versus Seattle the day after Christmas at home though. Weather will be bad there.
Night game.
You need to be in them first 9 games through week 10. You need to be 5-4, 6-3.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there to be feeling good.
To have a chance.
And then just tread water.
And
the
if
rest of the way.
if you're 4-5 or worse, Eberflus is getting fired because he's not making it out of that last stretch. that's pretty much how the season's going for them.
It has a very 7-10-ish feel.
It could, yeah, definitely. But what's their line chance? I think it's like 8.5.
Yeah, I'm going to look.
Yeah, get all those out for us. It's a tough schedule. I think you start off pretty favorable though at the beginning. A lot of dome games. You play at Houston, at Indianapolis, at Arizona. Obviously Detroit, and Minnesota as well in the division. Did y'all see the stat about the Lions? Only playing 3 games outside of a dome this year.
Holy crap.
That's good.
And their first one's November 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah, you play, I think that's 9 straight weeks without going outside.
I'm guessing it's Chicago?
I don't know, but probably
or
so.
Green Bay. I mean,
you got to play them 2, and then I think the other one, probably Washington or something, if they're playing that division. But I guess, if you're playing
that division, you'd be playing New York though too.
Yeah, maybe so. Oh no, they're playing.
Philly?
They're playing AFC South. Never mind. Tennessee, Houston, Indianapolis, and
which 2 of them have domes.
Yeah,
and you must be playing the other 2 at home.
So it's either Tennessee or Jacksonville. You're probably on the road at one of them. We'll see later. What you got?
8.5. at minus 165.
Give me the under.
So under is
Under
what?
feels good. Plus 140.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
That's an under.
I could absolutely see them winning 9 or 10 games.
Perfect scenario, they'll probably win 10 games.
Yeah, absolutely could see that.
I was thinking perfect scenario is an 8-9.
Yeah, and I could see them winning 8, 9, 10. I mean,
10's a lot.
if everything clicks with the offense.
I mean, we saw what Houston won how many last year? In a weaker division.
11 probably.
With a better head coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
It's going to be tough. I like that, though. I like the under there. I expected myself to, claw up and be all for this.
It's a lot. That's a lot.
It is. It is a lot. I wonder, what do they know that we don't?
Unless they
take a look at the depth chart again, just to we didn't go through that. I mean, the O-line's definitely improved. Weapons are pretty insane. But, if one injury happens, you don't really have much depth in terms of wide receivers. Tyler Scott, Dante Pettis, Velus Jones, not really getting the job done there.
I mean, Keenan Allen's going to miss at least one
Keenan's
game.
missing. Yeah.
Hey, he might not.
He's missing 3 to 4 games.
Defense, though, I mean, you paid T.J. Edwards last year. You paid Tremaine Edmonds, Montez Sweat as well. Jalen Johnson's been paid. Kevin Byard. I mean, they've got solid guys, not really in love with the front seven. But
the defense is the rough part.
Yeah, 8.5, man. That's a lot.
That's a
but
lot.
You do have a punter, so I guess
Fun
that
guy.
kind of
that's a good thing.
Fun guy. That's a half a game at least.
Shoot. Hey, that makes the defense even better. They're not going to give up any points with the punt god. I feel the under, man. I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
I really do. Let's go to who's next.
Hey, what are y'all using? What do y'all use now? Y'all using ESPN Bet or y'all using DraftKings?
DraftKings.
Are y'all allowed to parlay over and unders, like combine with other
For the seasons?
Yeah.
It's about futures.
I don't
like
think
that?
so.
Yeah, I can't do it on FanDuel.
Hold on, let me try it real quick.
I don't know why you can't.
I would highly doubt it.
Like I would love to.
I would love to. Yeah.
Yeah. Why, parlay under Chicago over whoever. Like,
They're really picky about parlays.
But to me, I would think they'd be fine with that because that's tough.
I don't think I've ever done any type of future parlay. Which is, I mean, I would like to do something like that though for sure.
I even tried before Omaha kicked off. I was going to do a parlay with like Boston Celtics, Tennessee Volunteers. I can't remember. I had 3, and they wouldn't let me do all 3 of them.
Yeah, see,
we always see those ones
yeah,
like
I was
those.
gonna say,
That's
we see
probably
it
because
online.
of college baseball.
It was baseball.
That's the problem.
But I mean, I could bet on baseball. I could bet on Tennessee winning the national championship.
Yeah,
but I couldn't bet on winning a parlay with the others. That makes zero sense to me.
The rules are so weird.
Because I could throw college football in there with those, and it would let me. It didn't make any sense. I don't get what determines on how they do that. Sorry, we're on a rant.
Yeah, it's so weird.
No, I'm fascinated by gambling, obviously, and the rules that they make up, the house rules.
I just
want to know. I want to ask somebody. Be like, so why can I not parlay a pitcher's over or under total number of outs in a game he pitches with a guy getting a base hit? That has nothing to do with each other.
Completely different.
Why can I not parlay? Because that's one of my favorite bets in betting baseball. We don't get to do it. I love betting how many outs a pitcher's going to get.
Well, another one is runs scored for a player. Like last year for Acuna, which he set the record or some crap.
He might be the reason why we can't do it.
Yeah, we used to be able to do that in a parlay with Braves money line, Ronnie to get a hit as well. Now you can't put runs scored in a parlay.
Unless
it's with other games.
Just now got to be able to bet singles and doubles.
Yeah, they took that away for a while too.
Is that kind of like some of the shady stuff we've been seeing with the football stats? Maybe
I have no idea. It's so weird.
Or your basketball.
Baseball's the hardest one though to rig.
But I mean, you can rig not to hit though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go out there and not try to hit,
not score. You can get picked off.
Just like that. Yeah, I mean, it's just like how the basketball stuff we're doing. How they were making sure they were staying the unders on rebounds or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's kind of the same scenario.
I just want to bet what I want.
and parlay it. Dang it!
I mean, yeah, I'm risking putting 3 or 4 different things in a parlay. Like, why would you not give me that
It's my
opportunity?
fault.
Yeah, exactly. I just
Let me do whatever I want. Like, just that's how I'm saying it. Like, I'm not gonna win. So
No, I know. Let me just enjoy my
Let me think I am.
Yeah, I don't understand the thought on that. But
let's go to the Vikings.
I need the Diamondbacks to score a run next inning.
Let's go to the Vikings additions. Sam Darnold, baby, 1 year, up to $10 million. Aaron Jones, 1 year, $7 million. I didn't realize that's a prove-it deal. I thought he had a bigger contract.
I thought that's what he was wanting.
And I don't really understand why he needed a prove-it deal. He'd pretty much proved it.
I think
for a few
maybe
years.
injuries. I don't know.
Injuries have been kicking in.
I mean, you can't prove
But,
health.
I
Ask,
mean,
ask Kendra Miller.
Maybe it's just the state of a running
just
back.
last year when he finally started getting hurt.
Yeah.
He's been healthy most of his career.
Whenever I draft him in fantasy, Peyton, that's when it happens.
Kendra Miller.
Dude,
That's funny.
I cussed about
that was-
Aaron Jones.
Dennis Allen.
Oh, Dennis Allen don't like Kendra.
I will tip my cap to D on that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kendra, he must not have a lot of motivation.
It's weird.
I
or
can
enough
see that.
dog in him.
But he's got so much potential. Keep going.
Justin Jefferson, 4 years, $140 million.
Have your payday, JJ.
A lot of money.
Yeah, got every dime he deserved.
Absolutely.
Is he the best wide receiver in the NFL?
Yeah,
Hands down.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy. He wasn't even the best on his college team.
He was a
1
two-star.
star. 2 stars.
Arguably was the third best on the college team at points.
At LSU because of his brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only reason.
The only
That's
reason.
So freaking cool.
The
And
only
I think we
reason.
talked about it last week. Like, which one? Justin. Not Justin. What's the oldest one? Jordan. Shoot. Jordan's at every one of his games.
Yeah.
And by God, I hope he's paying Jordan Jefferson just as a thank
probably
you.
He's
is.
getting cut.
Got to, and deservingly so.
Yep.
And it's not like just, oh yeah, you my brother, here's you some money. It's
Justin
I would
was the
not
oldest,
be
right?
here without
Justin,
you.
Ricky, and then
Jordan, Ricky, Justin.
Justin, yeah.
Yeah, Justin's the baby.
I mean, Jordan, yeah.
Justin's
Jordan's the
the
quarterback.
baby. Yeah.
Okay, crap. I kept hearing Jordan Jefferson thinking the D tackle. Wasn't that the D tackle as well? Wasn't there a Jordan Jefferson?
We have Justin. We have a Justin
You're
Jefferson.
talking about Jefferson, the tackle.
There was a D
That ain't
tackle.
Justin?
I think it was
I
Jordan.
thought his name was Justin.
No, he was
too.
Jordan
For
Jefferson.
some reason, I kept
From
saying
West
that. in
Virginia,
my-
right?
in
It's
my
the West
mind.
Virginia transfer.
He played well for us.
He got drafted well, too.
Yeah, I remember that now.
We're going to be very thin at D tackle this year.
Very, very thin.
We never went out and got another one.
Nope.
We don't need to talk about LSU football right now.
But it's so close.
It's so close. I'm so excited.
We gotta get a date and like everything planned out for that defense draft. I want to do that. I want to do that badly. And all-time LSU defense.
I want to talk to Jordy.
I want to do a defense draft. And that would be awesome.
I just want to see Nuss sling it.
Maybe
some ball
everybody
games.
gets Tyron because we're all gonna want him.
Yeah.
We have a position just called Tyron.
Tyron and Craig Stelz, and I'm happy.
Craig Stelz.
Give me Craig all day.
Love that nappy head of
Love
some
that
guy.
song guy.
That dude, he never washed his hair.
Never. Didn't
nasty.
care.
Speaking of Bears, I mean, he went to the Bears.
Yeah, he did.
What about Jacob Katira? Wasn't that middle linebacker?
Yeah, no, he's outside, I think.
White boy?
Yeah, Jacob Katira, like number 40-something.
Heck of a player. Chad Jones.
Christian Lacouture. Wore 18 one year.
Robert Tonyan.
He did.
Signed with the
Shockingly.
Vikings. Staying in division with his boy Aaron Jones. David Quessenberry, Dan Feeney, Dalton Risner. That's a kind of a big deal there. One of their bigger signings last year. Jonathan Grenard, 4 years, $76 million. Kind of swapped him and Daniil Hunter from the Texans.
I forgot he went there.
Yeah, and Jonathan Grenard came from Houston, almost like a sign and trade. But 4 years, $76 million, a lot of money for him, but he's a pretty good pass rusher. Andrew Van Ginkel, Jahad Ward, Jerry Tillery, pride of Evangel. Jonah Williams.
Who just got Terrell Owens' son.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Why would you go to Evangel? They suck.
Now they're back on the up and coming.
No, they were
they're
good.
getting
last
better
year.
now.
Didn't they get the kid,
They got
that Pop Houston quarterback
They got
kid
the
or whatever?
quarterback. Yeah. No, they're back on the
Well, good. Louisiana high school football is good whenever they're recruiting.
Yeah.
Oh, they're recruiting.
Them and John Curtis. That's what makes the world go round around here.
That's right. Blake Cashman, 3-year deal. Shaquille
Never heard of
Griffin.
him.
Blake Cashman?
Never heard of him. Is he a
Shaquille
linebacker?
Griffin's still in the league?
I might have known him. Never mind.
Shaquille. What about
he-
the brother?
Where was he at last year? He's
What about
Shaquille,
Shaquille?
was he in Jacksonville?
Was he in
Or
Jacksonville
Seattle?
last year?
He
Seattle,
was,
I
It was
think.
not Seattle, I don't think.
That's where he got
That's where he
drafted.
started. Originally was.
Then I think Jacksonville's happened.
Okay.
I think it's Jacksonville.
I thought they were both out of the league now.
Where's Shaquem at?
He's probably
living off them Gatorade.
He had a good, he was
no,
good.
he wasn't
It was
bad.
crazy.
Yeah, he really wasn't that bad. He's living off his brother's paychecks now.
And he's probably getting something. What about John Parker Romo at kicker?
he
what a
had
name.
that,
What a absolute kicker name that I've ever heard of one. Give me a picture.
Shaquem had a Gatorade commercial.
Yeah,
Didn't
he did.
Oh,
He did.
absolutely.
Him and the
Shaquem
one-arm
was
basketball
everywhere.
player.
Shaquem
they
made
live
some
off
money.
that.
He made some money.
He
That's
walked.
like a kicker.
He walked so Emmanuel Hudson could run.
Hansel.
That one too.
I mean, Shaquem had no hand and was like the best player in the conference.
Yeah.
His defensive, he
really
was
was.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was. Hey, check out this
This
number.
dude looks racist.
Check out the number.
96.
96.
Not a kicker.
He's not going to make the roster.
John Parker Romo.
He said he looks racist.
He's got to be. He's got to be related
Did y'all see
to
that
Tony.
tweet about Joe Burrow?
Huh?
Did you see the tweet I sent about
Oh,
Joe
God.
Burrow?
Yes.
That was one of the funniest things I've seen today.
Yes.
Oh my God. Said that dude looks like he turns off his body camera. Oh my God.
He's of Mexican descent.
I need a home run.
He's got to be Tony's nephew, right?
It's too many.
Looks way too similar too. Where's he from?
Let's see. No, he is not related to Tony.
I don't believe him.
He's from Georgia. That's weird.
Where did he kick that in college?
Vatek. And he's 26. I think they said he was in the XFL. So yeah,
He will not be there long.
there we go. John Parker Romo. Captain Kirk gone to the Falcons. Joshua Dobbs, that little experiment. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
To the Niners. Alexander Mattinson to the Raiders. Felt like he how long's he been hyped up as like the guy to take over one day, and then
Quite a while.
never happened.
No.
KJ Osborne gone to the Patriots. He had a pretty good year last year. Marcus Davenport.
KJ always has a 2 or 3 week
yeah,
stretch
absolutely.
where it's like, oh my God, this dude could probably be really good if he was a 1 or a 2.
Marcus
Then falls
Davenport
off.
to the Lions. I think he's hurt probably. Daniil Hunter to the Texans.
Break out your coming.
DJ Wanham. Who else we got? Anthony Barr. Is he finally gone?
Yeah.
No way.
No, he ain't signed nowhere.
He'll
He's
be
coming
back. He'll be
He's
back.
coming back.
Troy Dye, Jordan Hicks, Greg Joseph to the Packers. Another interdivision move.
Come on, sack fly. Come on.
Let's see. What's their draft? I don't remember their draft besides JJ.
J.J. McCartney or McCarthy, whichever.
Yeah. Oh, Dallas Turner.
They got Dallas
Forgot about
Turner
that.
late. Yep. And they got the guy that died
Oh,
recently.
yeah.
RIP.
That's kind of depressing seeing the
and
third
then they
round
drafted
pick.
kicker.
Oh, yeah.
They are definitely wanting a kicker.
They want a kicker.
Wow.
Riker went bad, though, dude. He was actually a good Bama kicker.
Yeah. JJ McCarthy, number 10 overall from Michigan. The scouts love him. That's pretty much what you got to say. The scouts love him.
That's all you can say.
Yeah.
You have no video evidence that he can freaking sling a football.
No.
Come on, Jock.
It's crazy. Dallas Turner, number 17.
Overrated.
You think?
Understand.
Punk.
I don't know.
Loser.
I don't think it's going to be that good.
Can't wait for you to get pancaked.
I think there's a reason why he felt like he failed because everybody thought he was going to be a top
Locker room issue.
10. I don't like him. He's not a what's his name from last year? From
Will Anderson.
Houston. Will Anderson. He's not an Anderson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anderson was a way better player.
We thought he was going to freaking Atlanta at 9.
Dallas?
Yeah.
At 8.
We were like, that's exactly what they're going to do.
But they took a quarterback.
They did.
They took a quarterback.
Paid one and took one.
That's just crazy to think about still. They took a quarterback, man.
That's what the Falcons fans are thinking too. They're still scratching their head.
Yeah, they're what is this, 3rd round pick died. RIP to him. That's pretty freaking crazy.
Undoubtedly was going to be good, too.
Yeah. He had a
This
very interesting
doesn't
story
matter.
too.
It just crossed my mind, and I'm not trying. Did he sign his contract before it happened?
Probably not.
Dallas
might
Turner
have.
just signed his.
So that might be a first round thing. That first round signed last.
Yeah.
Do you honor that to the family if you didn't?
That's a heck of a question. I would imagine.
I mean,
why would they not?
Vikings to honor Kyrie Jackson with helmet decals and pay full signing bonus to his family.
There you go. We weren't
2 days ago.
We weren't the only ones thinking it.
Set to receive $206,000.
$827,000.
I didn't read the right part.
They will pay out the remainder of his signing bonus. Yeah, he's only going to get $206 this year, but they're paying out the full $827.
That is awesome.
Good for them.
Good for them.
And they'll probably make it an even million.
Yeah,
probably. Good for them.
Yeah.
Especially since I like the fact since, like, this sounds even worse, it wasn't his fault he died. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes me even happier that they're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it had been his fault, he was the drunk,
that
then
would be interesting.
Screw
what
him.
they would do. Yeah.
You know, but it was not his fault.
Well, I mean, if he signed it, though.
Dude, get deep.
I mean, they would have to, even if no matter what he did.
Send him.
I would assume.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, very interesting story with him, too. I mean, yeah, started out Arizona Western College, became homesick and returned to Maryland. Embarrassed over dropping out, Jackson quit football for 2 years and worked at a grocery store. Went to Fort Scott Community College in Kansas. Went to play to Bama for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then went to Oregon last year. So, I mean, awesome story. And to be drafted third round like that, like, it's everything. It's everything that you wanted.
Yeah.
Like, it's everything that you watched the draft for, to see those stories and to see those guys get those big moments. And then, yeah, it's just freaking gone. Will Reichard, kicker from Bama. Yeah, we've heard of him for a while now. As you said, one of the good Bama kickers. Part of that, after they had such an awful kicker for years, they started really going for him.
Well, Saban started getting a scholarship for him.
Hey, don't have to worry about that now.
My God.
What about Texas A&M Commerce D-tackle Levi Drake Rodriguez? There we go. What is happening there?
I played against Texas A&M Commerce in college a lot.
Really?
Sure did.
Okay, let's see who Levi Drake Rodriguez is. There it is. Looks like Levi Drake Rodriguez.
Oh, my gosh.
You see this guy?
He looks he's in a movie.
What a guy.
That dude is a security guy.
He plays with a big heart and a steady motor. I bet.
He looks like he's got a big heart.
Let's go to the Vikings depth chart. We got Sam Darnold, QB1 for now. J.J. McCarthy, Nick Mullins, Jaron Hall.
It's interesting they don't have J.J. in the depth chart at 1.
He's number 2. Got to earn it.
Got to earn it.
Sam Darnold's going to start at least one game.
I don't know. We'll see.
That's interesting.
Bet the mortgage.
At least one game this year, yeah.
Oh,
I'm talking about week 1.
I forgot about Jaron Hall.
Yeah, still there.
We saw him last year. Well, we saw everybody on that roster last year, quarterback.
It was rough. We thought Josh Dobbs was like going to lead them to the playoffs.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
He was one step under Christ.
Yeah, he looked awesome.
They hit a sack fly. They didn't send Corbin freaking Carroll. He's the fastest player in the league. They didn't send him.
He was easy.
That's stupid.
Easy out.
The throw was up the dead-gum line, dude.
Aaron Jones at running back. Ty Chandler, who had a pretty good year last year, has some potential there for sure. Then you got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, hopefully.
Maybe.
I got like a 6-legger going right now. I'm down to the last 2.
Brandon Powell, Trent Sherfield. Not really much after Addison and Jefferson. Brandon Powell's played a little bit for them, but
if you get Addison.
Yeah. I mean, JJ's going to get the ball. Yeah. Hawkinson, also not really sure when he's going to come back from ACL. I think he tore it in November, right?
But, I mean, that should be...
He should be, but at the same time...
They said he's starting out on the PUP list. I just got him in fantasy. And he's going to miss like a week or 2 at the most. Okay. Nothing bad.
I mean, there's really no reason to rush him back.
They're going to suck. What's it matter?
Yeah. So if you have Justin Jefferson, he's probably getting the ball quite often.
Already does.
That's right.
That was horrible.
O-line looks pretty good. Christian, Darrishaw, Dalton Risner. I think Darrishaw is the one that just got paid today. Brian O'Neill, Ed Ingram, Louisiana boy, right?
Oh. Ed?
Yeah.
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 Right guard
That's
on
right.
Burrows.
Wait, he wasn't a Louisiana boy. He was from Mississippi.
Oh,
he was the guy that played goalie in high school.
Played for the Boot.
Junior college guy.
Yeah,
played for the Boot.
Didn't he play goalie? Or am I thinking of Sadiq Charles?
Hockey?
Soccer.
Oh.
We had an offensive lineman that we recruited that played goalie in high school. Y'all keep talking. I'm going to find that. It's either Sadiq or Ed.
Tre'Davious White, Goalie Academy.
Year.
Where'd Trey Day go? The Rams?
Yeah.
Who?
Tre'Davious White.
Rams sounds right.
Rams, right?
Rams.
Yeah.
1 year deal.
Yeah, good O-line, though, for the Vikings, so maybe that's a positive sign. And also, you got to mention the head coach, O'Connell. We all love him. We think he's a great coach.
Yes, very much so.
If they can just get a good guy in Chicago, that's a heck of a division for coaches. LaFleur, O'Connell, Dan.
When you get Ben.
Yeah, that's right. Jerry Tillery, Harrison Phillips, Jonathan Bullard, Jonathan Grenard, Jacqueline Roy. There we go.
Oh.
Louisiana.
Jaqueline.
That's right.
That's right. He went third round to them.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
Blake Cashman, Andrew Van Ginkel, Dallas Turner. You got Turner listed as second string right now, but I would assume he's probably just going to be mostly like a pass rusher guy this year. Byron Murphy Jr., Mekhi Blackman tore his ACL today, so he's not going to be playing. Shaquille Griffin will make the team because their cornerbacks are dying or tearing their ACLs. Andrew Booth Jr., who else we got? Harrison Smith, Cameron Bynum, Jay Ward. You got LSU everywhere, huh?
Dang.
Second string safety.
I found it.
Oh, he got drafted.
It was Sadiq Charles, Peyton.
Huh?
Sadiq Charles.
Okay.
Was once a 300-pound high school soccer star.
All right.
Here's a picture. I'm playing goalie.
That's a large man.
Don't forget. Mississippi.
Does that help your offensive tackle skills?
Absolutely. Quick
feet. My God, yes.
Quick feet.
Lateral movement?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Absolutely.
That's an interesting thought. Like, you always hear about yoga and all that crap, but
no, that right there.
Soccer.
I bet he has a hell of a first step.
Where's he at now?
Washington.
Yeah, that's right.
Jay Ward will play a lot for Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, Harrison's got to go home eventually.
He's at the back.
Right?
Dude.
Very.
He's going home with Anthony and Everson.
I like Jay Ward a lot.
Everson's gone, I think.
He's institutionalized,
yeah,
right?
he's the one that was like going to jump off the roof or something.
Hey, is the Brian Murray, is that, where do you play college at?
Clemson?
Yes.
That's the one. Oh, no,
Clemson.
Washington. Okay.
Oh.
They have one at Clemson, too.
No, it's the one that that Jamar went against in the championship. Who was that guy?
That's AJ Terrell. That's a whole other animal.
He's good now.
Skint his butt up. We gave him motivation.
I mean, he absolutely got embarrassed.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely.
And now he's like one of the best corners in football.
And if you recall, in the semifinals, we clamped up C.D. Lamb.
Yes.
Except for the one big play.
Yes. Yes.
And Jalen Hurts at quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a pretty good year.
It's a pretty good year. Going home watching the highlights.
Yep. YouTube, here I come.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see. Looking at the schedule, at the Giants versus the Niners versus Houston. Ooh. At Green Bay versus the Jets.
Ooh. Detroit Rams.
Wow.
0-5.
What's that over under?
6.5.
Okay. Well, I don't like the first 6.
I don't like the first 7.
Maybe they beat the Giants.
Nah.
Don't love the Rams on Thursday night in LA. No. Don't love the Colts. Don't love the Jags. Don't love the Titans.
3 road games in a row?
At Jacksonville, at Tennessee, at Chicago.
They might win 3 games.
Ooh. 3 road games in a row? You don't see that very much in the NFL.
It just happened on the last screen. The Bears. The Bears are doing it too. They do 3 home, then 3 away in that second half.
Oh, yeah. They go to like Minnesota, Detroit, and someone else. San
That's
Francisco,
the thing. All of theirs were divisional teams, so it ain't really that bad travel.
At Jacksonville, at Tennessee, at Chicago. I guess you can just like slowly go north. You can just
they might not win 3
down.
Games. Like seriously.
I think me and Chance are right. I think you have a Darnold and JJ playing a lot.
Yeah,
because they're going to be trying to figure out. We got to get some wins. Yeah, we got to do something.
Looking at Chicago, They're playing Chicago at the bad time because by then Caleb's going to have something figured out.
Caleb's rocking it week 12.
Caleb and Odunze, are they ready? You know?
And that's about one time Keenan Allen comes back from health.
Correct. After their bye.
I mean, what positives can you take away from this? At New York week 1, the
that
Giants.
They have Kevin O'Connell as their head coach. That's about it.
Daniel Jones is going to be at his best week 1 because he's
he's
going to be out there.
You going to go.
You go to Green Bay week 4, so it won't be cold. That's a good thing.
I mean, you're hoping maybe Aaron Rodgers is hurt.
Maybe
or he's not allowed to fly to wherever they're playing at.
Hold on, is he
are they playing near?
Don't let it be Germany. He's probably got a weird Hitler take. Oh, it's London. Okay.
I mean,
that schedule's rough, man.
Only hope they got is that Aaron Rodgers is on the no-fly list by then.
Vikings under 6.5. What's the money on that?
Guaranteed.
Minus 160. Under 4.5 is plus 310.
What's 5.5?
Oh crap! I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Under 6.5 is plus 130.
What for the Vikings?
See, I want to parlay that in Chicago's under. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that.
That's going on the fridge.
That's a guaranteed.
That is going on the fridge. Which we thought the Packers under 8.5 was a guarantee last year.
That's completely different. Completely different.
They
didn't have this schedule.
Or did they? And then it just, who knows?
Well,
what about Bowles won't see the bye week back here? Forgot about that.
I still feel good about that.
Dude, they don't have a guaranteed win on their
versus schedule. Arizona, maybe.
But by then, I mean,
Kyler might be looking good. Kyler and MHJ.
Well, when is it? Oh, that's after the new COD will come out.
That's right. So he'll have like a month or two to play it.
Yeah, he'll be fresh by then.
At Tennessee, not a guarantee there.
No, because the weather will be
bad in November. Versus Atlanta, week 14. Captain Kirk's back for a revenge game.
Guys, they might get the number 1 draft pick.
Why is that game not a prime time?
Which one?
Versus Atlanta, week 14.
Because nobody wants to watch the Vikings. They know by then.
Captain Kirk, though.
They know by then there's no telling what's going to be happening.
I mean, at Tennessee, I'm not scared of that game.
The weather's the biggest issue, though.
Yeah, but in November, it won't be as bad.
Yeah, maybe. It's. But even then, Tennessee might be clicking offensively. 10 weeks of Will Levis.
Horrible.
I want Gavin McHugh on the podcast one day.
Okay. Make it happen.
Calling all nerfy soldiers.
Yeah, I'm a nerfy soldier. He lost me like $30 today.
Get in now before we rise again together as one. Glory is in the headlights. Time to put the ball sack on the effing table.
Well, we need to do something because I lost today. This schedule is terrible. The under 6.5 for plus money is awesome. That's happening.
Easiest bet of the year.
That's happening, and it's gonna fail.
Give me the parlay. I want that parlay with Chicago.
Somehow,
some good odds.
Yeah. Just call Bally's. We'll get Ty to do it.
Yeah, they don't like him.
He's banned.
He's banned from Bally's.
Let's go to the Packers.
Hey guys, I am indeed banned from Bally's.
Yeah, he confirmed it. Yeah, I guess,
like we were worried about it.
Did he walk up and like give him this card and then they put it in banned?
He would 100% walked up. Yes.
What, man?
Yeah. He probably tried talking himself
come on.
into it.
Had a big fat dip in.
Come on.
Limping. What do you mean I can't bet?
Wearing flip-flops. Like I can see him now.
Cargo
shorts. Hat on backwards.
V-neck.
The cow type. I can see it now.
Dude, we probably just nailed his outfit. Yeah.
What about the video he sent last night at like 2 a.m.? What was that?
He's in New Orleans.
Did you see the girl on the stage?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He sent it with no contact.
None. I thought it was the girl right in front that was dancing. I was like, yeah, she's not bad looking.
I don't know what he wanted us to get from that. Like, he wants to laugh at that chick?
I think
that
so.
has to be it.
Yeah. I mean, her gut was kind of sticking out of the shirt.
It was.
So, yeah.
It was. What up?
Like, no contact. Just video. And a lengthy video, too.
Very lengthy. Like, and we got a lot of the song in that.
It's time, man. It's time.
There's only one time.
Bad part is he's probably down there for work.
No, he don't have a job.
Oh, that's right. He's jobless.
He just randomly sent us pictures of the Superdome.
Hey guys, if I die, this is where I'm at.
Oh man, Packers. A.J. Dillon re-signed. Apparently, he came into camp at tip-top shape. They're happy for him.
He's always in tip-top shape. He's chiseled. Y'all ever seen him not in shape?
Yeah, he's been a little bulky though.
He's ate a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Josh
I think
Jacobs.
he's just built that way, though.
Josh Jacobs, 4 years, $48 million. What a throw there from Bobby Witt, huh?
It's better than the throw Zach Short made today.
Josh Jacobs, 4 years, $48 million. Big time deal that came out of freaking nowhere.
I mean, how does he get that near Jones doesn't?
Or why does Vegas let him walk?
That's a good question for sure.
But I mean, why? Like, if you're Packers,
I guess younger.
Is he?
Yeah, gotta be.
Can't he be by much? If
I would say Josh is 25 and Jones is 27.
And they're interchangeable though. They're the same.
Well, Jacobs is more of a bell cow.
Like he's been at it.
Jacobs is 26.
Oh, Aaron's probably 28, 20 maybe.
Aaron is 29, 30 this year.
Well, there you go. That's
3 years younger.
The big 30.
Yeah. 3 years younger, not banged up. Jacobs has been pretty healthy. Jacobs also 2 years ago was
banged up last year.
Well, was he banged up or did he just not have an O-line or an offense?
Or a coach.
Yeah, they didn't really have anything.
Or a quarterback.
And they still have none of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that was the swing.
And they lost Jacobs.
Yeah, they lost Jacobs.
So yeah, it's I understand the upgrade. It was still just a surprise for it to happen. He played 13 games last year, so he missed a couple. But I mean, a year away from 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns.
You can't give him.
And you also have the ability to pay a running back when all your receivers are young and have 2 or 3 years of control left. Jordan Love's not getting paid this year. Probably getting paid next year.
Getting paid this year.
Well, but it won't go into how much is he making this year?
Who
Like
was
20 right now?
Somebody said he's gonna be paid by the end of the week.
Well, I'm meaning like whenever he signs that contract, it's not going to affect this year's
sitting
cap.
out, isn't he?
But it's not. He's not going to get $50 million for this season.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you will.
It'll restructure to that.
Yeah.
I don't think it can do that.
Start later, wouldn't it?
It'll have to. Yeah, he'll sign it for next season.
You can't undo a contract that's signed right now like that.
But he's about to sign a contract.
He's about to sign his extension.
Yeah,
Next
it won't
year.
affect. Yeah.
Because I think this year he's making like 20. Because it was like that 1 year extension they gave last year.
Yeah, because they could have franchise tagged him.
Yeah. Let's see. I think he's making like 20. He's making 10 or 12 this year. And then so whenever he signs that extension, it'll start next year. So that's why they have the ability to pay that running back $12 million, in which $12 million for Jacobs ain't crazy, honestly.
No, it's weird though. It's not a Green Bay move.
No, it's not.
Absolutely not.
To give your quarterback weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron prayed for that.
Yeah.
It never happened. But yeah, very interesting move that came out of nowhere. $14 million of that's year one, so yeah, it is kind of front loaded.
It's how you want it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's
Especially
a smart move.
4 years would be 30, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a smart move. Andre Dillard at tackle for the Packers. Eric Wilson, Keyshawn Nix. I remember him. I think he's like the All-Pro returner last year. Xavier McKinney, 4-year deal, $68 million. Safety, Alabama, really good player.
Was he in New York last year?
Yeah, he's been there his whole career.
That's what I thought.
And then Greg Joseph coming over from the Vikings. Look at the departures. Aaron Jones, David Bakhtiari, is he finally done?
Go.
I guess so.
Get down.
Until there's an injury.
Yeah, pretty much. Or until Uncle Aaron calls and says,
Yeah.
hey, come block for me. John Runyon, Devondre Campbell, Jonathan Owens to the Bears. Another in-division move. There's been so many of them.
So many.
That's crazy. Darnell Savage. Let's look at their draft. I don't remember their draft. Did they draft?
Who, the Packers?
Yeah.
They had a lot, didn't they?
Arizona O-tackle.
They got Cooper.
That's why I don't remember them. Linebacker at A&M, Adrian Cooper. Javon Bullard, Georgia.
I do not remember this draft.
I don't either. Marshawn Lloyd, I kind of remember. I don't remember this draft. Michael Pratt?
One
Really?
time right here. One time.
Did not realize that happened.
I didn't either. I don't remember any of these picks.
I guess after you draft the O tackle from Arizona, which is like the sixth one, you're like, yeah. And I mean, how many of these guys are going to be impact players for the Packers this year? None.
Adrian Cooper's a
them
good
linebackers.
Ball player.
Yeah, I mean, because
we were rumored to get Edge in the transfer portal if we came back to college. Right?
No,
am I not thinking about him? Did Jacoby Matthews stay?
I forgot about him.
As far as I know,
he's still at A&M.
We got the Gilbert kid.
That's right. We got him.
He's
going to be our main
funny saga.
Main DB player.
So yeah, since our other one was filming himself tapping some chick.
Yeah, that's
got
crazy.
Caught.
Well, he wasn't filming; his clock was.
That's right. Dude had a system. He has an NIL deal.
Yeah, I mean,
is he suspended for that?
I don't.
Probably
I was
going
talking about that.
Probably.
That's what I said.
Jesus.
And then I was told it's basically
a starting corner.
I was like,
not at LSU.
I said the same thing, and I was like, it's not that bad. And then I was told that's basically like the next thing after rape.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it makes sense.
It's like the predecessor to rape. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
He's not playing.
He ain't playing this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping we can.
We need to get it knocked down. We need a plea agreement.
I mean,
get Gordon. Where you at?
Where's Big G at?
We still ain't got Trey back.
Gordon,
we got to worry about this.
We're not getting him back.
I wonder if
this year.
Who's Trey?
Holly.
Oh no, God no, he ain't playing.
September is the next court date.
He'll be back.
He ain't.
He's on campus right now. I mean, he's going to school and working out.
He ain't playing this year.
He ain't playing this year.
And he ain't been found innocent yet either, so you got to take everything with a grain of salt. You know?
He's innocent. That's happening.
Baby.
I don't know what happened, but I don't know if y'all heard BK at SEC Media Days. I mean, he basically come out and said, I heard the interview, like, he's clear. He should be.
Yeah, that was weird. And then the next week,
but Trey's lawyer's the one that postponed this.
Really, that's interesting.
So I don't know if there's some stuff that they were trying to. He caught wind of that they were going to throw on him or what. So I don't know, weird, man.
Yeah, because everything out of media days is that like he's ready to go. Like we're keeping him. Over. Yeah, that's weird.
Really weird.
Josh Jacobs at running back, Marshawn Lloyd, A.J. Dillon. They have Lloyd listed as the 2. That's interesting, over Dillon.
That is very interesting.
Receivers, lots of them. Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks, Bo Melton. A lot of guys there, all pretty much the same level of skill.
Yes, same players.
You don't really have a 1, not necessarily having a 2. You have a lot of 3s probably, which isn't the worst thing. And same with tight ends. Musgrave and Kraft, both very good tight ends. Neither of them top 10 guys, but they're both good. They're both young. It's one of the more interesting rooms that I've seen in the NFL in the past couple of years in terms of how they've built their skill position. It's like
they've been successful somehow.
Yeah, none of them are really high picks. Like none of them are first rounders.
But those top 4, like you said, they're all interchangeable.
Yeah, and I mean
Reed's,
Reed's probably your best.
Yeah,
but he's hurt right now, so I think
they all take turns getting hurt.
Yeah, pretty much. Watson will be hurt.
Absolutely, because he's on your fantasy.
They're not real big. They're small guys.
Wicks is small, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very interesting, and I think that's one of the things I like about adding a Josh Jacobs like that is like you have that reliable weapon offensively. Like you can hand him the ball and you know what you're getting out of him. Mm-hmm. So, and especially with a quarterback like Love that we all saw take a good step last year, but there's still a little bit of
one-hit wonders.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of hesitancy.
I don't sign him to 50. I need to see another year.
Ideally, you'd see him another year.
But if you give him another year, it's probably going to what, 60?
I don't think that's 60.
It depends on what the number is.
It depends on what the whole. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what the whole league goes up to. But I mean, I don't see. I say it's worth risking.
Derek Carr's 40 right now,
and he's at the low now.
I'd give Love 50.
I just want to see it one more time because you're got to give him 50 for what, over 5 years,
probably, or at least 4.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not. I mean, we've seen guys get hot.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For 6-7 weeks, and that's what he did.
Minshew mania.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a little bit better than Minshew.
It'd be tough to do it.
Yeah.
But no, it's that same type of thing, though.
Yeah.
And if you're paying 50-something million, you would want...
Because he looked bad early in the year.
Yeah, he did. And he beat... We sparked him. We should get half his money.
That's right.
But, like, it's kind of like a science experiment. Okay? Every science experiment is done 3 times to figure out what the actual pattern is. Is this going to be year 3 of him being a starter?
Year 2.
Year 2? So, ideally, you'd wait 2 more years if you think about it like that. And then figure out, okay, what do I really have here?
I mean,
but the longer that you wait, the more you're going to pay.
They're watching him practice every day, and they haven't given it to him yet.
Mm-hmm.
Are they sold?
Yeah, there was that same situation last year, though, where it was like, is he like that good? There's still reports that he's not that good, and then he looked really good for 12
I ain't sold
weeks.
on his wide receiver room still. That's just me, though.
Well, but that's the thing that you can
a-
address other ways. You can draft those. You can. I mean, that's how everybody's building a receiver room nowadays. Is getting a Jamar Chase or a Justin Jefferson or someone like that in the draft. Marvin Harrison. Like if they signed him next year, I mean, pretty much their entire team's set. They can go and get Luther Burden or something like that. Like you make a big move for one of them top receivers. And
I mean, you would think his head coach would be like, guys, let's sign him. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
Like, let's get this done. I don't know. It's just a weird.
Packers ownership's always been weird with stuff.
Because it's not really an ownership.
Because there's not an owner.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird.
There's not
dynamic.
a guy saying this is what you better do. You got to draft Bryce
exactly.
Young.
Yeah.
You draft Bryce Young right now.
He's my most interesting players to start out the year because I want to see what
He's got to look as good as he did.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's going
You
to
got a year of film on you now.
yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's
huge. The other thing.
So, I mean, I want to see it.
Perfect world, you don't pay him right now, but given the circumstances,
in today's world,
I would pay him.
You have
right
to pay him. You got to pay him.
I would just because.
The same reason
Like
the
I said,
Cowboys got to pay Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and 50 million
to.
nowadays, honestly, isn't that crazy?
And then, that's not bad at
like
all.
What's worst case scenario for Jordan Love this year and next year?
See, insulted if you give him a 3-year deal?
Probably.
I
But
mean,
at the same time, he could use that to cash out heavy in 3 years.
That's what I was thinking.
And it's even worse.
To me, it works, though, kind of both ways.
Yeah.
It works for both sides if you do like a 3-year deal.
I wonder
for
if
him.
that's something that they're
'Cause you just
trying.
gotta
They're
think.
trying for a 3 or a 4, and he's wanting a 5.
And
He's
about
wanting the 5
and-
max.
So would he be the highest paid quarterback if
He
he
will.
signed the 50?
No, he will. I mean, depends on how many years. Like we was talking about 4 or 5. If he
You
does
wait-
the 5-year, he will be.
And if you wait 4 more years, 3 more years, then the contract ain't going to look bad.
No.
Because C.J. Stroud's going to get paid. Bryce Young will get paid more than likely still, even though he sucks right now.
AR-15.
AR-15, all these dudes are going to get paid. Will Levis, as long as he pans out. That's just you can't ever really critique how much a quarterback's
in 3
getting paid.
years, Burrow and Lamar is going to get another contract.
Exactly.
Reed, yeah, exactly.
Like, that's the thing. Jalen Hurts just got one. He'll probably do one in a couple years.
Josh Allen.
Like, you can't heavily criticize a quarterback's contract.
And in today's age of paying quarterbacks, $50 million honestly isn't crazy. Because, I mean, like I said, 40 is getting you Derek Carr nowadays.
And you got to look at it.
What we say Darnold signed for? 15, 10, something like that for a 1 year. Like, it's not that crazy. So if you gave Jordan Love, let's say 4 years, $200 million, we saw what he could be last year, which was, I would say, a top 10 quarterback or in that range.
Yes.
His ceiling, probably.
What's his floor if he doesn't pan out this year and for the next 2 years? Like, what does that floor become? I'd still say a top 20 quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he just straight up becomes awful
He's
player.
got too much going his way to be bad.
Yeah.
Just to be horrible.
But you don't want to sit there and be having that.
Like, honestly, worst case scenario is he becomes like Derek Carr.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to sit there and pay that gajillion-dollar contract like Arizona did to Kyler Murray, and you really don't know what you got still.
Yeah.
I mean, you just, like, he had that one little spark. You paid him, and you've not got nothing back from him since. But I guess you don't want to be stuck in that scenario.
It's so hard to find a good quarterback.
It is.
That's the thing. I think it is.
Look, every year they're putting them in left and right.
I mean, look who's
quarterback. How many of them are good?
Look who's playing in Las Vegas.
Stroud was rare. Even this year's draft, people aren't really convinced on JJ. They're not convinced on Caleb. There's still people that are doubting Caleb. I mean,
Caleb and Jaden are two that are going to be like, yeah, they're going to work.
See, I'm not super sold on Jaden.
I'm not either.
Coming from all the people in the
I think he can handle it.
They're saying he is balling out.
Yeah, man. I just there's no reason that I believed in him when he was awful at LSU. Like I was all over him, but there's just something in me that's telling me it's not going to work.
I mean, the draft's
giving us, take it slow.
The draft's giving us a couple quarterbacks every year.
Yeah, that's right.
All you got to do is suck and get a couple of years. You go probably
and you have a front office that'll actually freaking draft one.
Yeah.
Saints.
Well, I mean, you got to have a front office that actually could. Yeah,
you got to have a front office that's okay with losing for a year.
That's exactly what I was.
That's the hard thing.
And the Packers aren't one of those.
Nope.
No, I mean they've gotten lucky and gotten these guys
back
in
half of the first,
and
then let them groom.
Exactly.
They've been blessed.
They have. I mean, it's a unique situation, unlike any other franchise. I mean, back-to-back years back-to-back transitions where it's gone from Hall of Fame Brett Favre to Hall of Fame Aaron Rodgers after he sat for 4 years. And then now Jordan Love looks like...
Yeah. It's just so crazy that that looks, as of right now, that they've done it again.
It does. Like that's
insane.
And it's so impressive. It really is. Because even like it's not like it's the same... Crap, it's probably not even the same GM that's been around for that 20 years. Definitely isn't the same coaching staff. Like everything in the organization is different, and as we said, it's not like they have this one Jerry Jones at the top or something. Like it's a freaking fan. The fans are the owners. Yeah. Like I can be an owner, and yet here they are, where they're in a situation where Jordan Love might be a top 10 quarterback for the next 15 years. Like it's
I hope he's
crazy.
not.
And I don't really hope he's not, because I've never really disliked the Packers.
I just like the Lions a lot.
Yeah, I do love our Lions and bear up.
I like Caleb Williams and them too. I think they're gonna be fun.
The Lions they got a little short window.
Buddy, they better win this.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. I mean, they better hurry up now.
They better hurry up real fast.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at. Adrian Cooper is listed as a starter.
We love our coach there, but I don't know how long-term head coach he is.
Until New Orleans opens up and he comes home, baby.
I'll take him in New Orleans tomorrow.
Let's look at the schedule for the Packers.
I just want an offensive-minded guy. That's all I want.
Hey, man,
let's just give me an offensive-minded guy.
He's winning games, though, dude.
Oh, he is.
He is proving
he's a man.
Everybody wrong.
No, I like him. I'm all for him, but I just don't know how
to think back to whenever
it is.
To think back to whenever he was in Miami and got named interim. And people laughed.
But he did this whole thing. He was a rah-rah.
It's funny to think back to that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Like the biggest situation for Dan will be what happens when Ben leaves. Yeah. That's the biggest question mark.
Mm-hmm. It's Coach O 2.0. Do you make the right hires after you lose your guys that you had already?
We did not. Same thing with Philadelphia and Sirianni.
Yes.
We saw last year the coordinators were pretty freaking important.
Very important.
Steichen and Gannon were pretty good. Yeah. They were pretty good.
I hope Sirianni gets fired. That'd make me happy.
For what?
I think that'd make.
I don't like looking at him. It'd probably make the Eagles fans happy.
Is that something against Italians or something?
I don't know. There's something about them. I don't like them.
Speaking of the Eagles, Packers open up week 1 against the Eagles in Brazil, right?
Yeah, what a stupid idea that is. Can't even wear green to it because it's a gang color.
Yeah, that's pretty
idiots.
Crazy. It's pretty crazy.
You should.
And it's the two teams that are green.
Because of that, man.
It's the Packers and Eagles. Like they're
ground
literally
ball
green.
double play. Elliott, you suck.
Indianapolis week 2 at Tennessee versus Minnesota, at the Rams versus the Cardinals.
Favorable schedule.
Versus Houston, at Jacksonville versus Detroit.
Everybody's favorable compared to what the Vikings are going through.
Yeah, the Vikings are going through hell. It's awful. What are we thinking about that first 9?
It's so hard to predict some of these wins because, like the Colts, we don't really know.
We have no clue.
Yeah. Like, we don't know what we have at quarterback.
Earlier the better, I would say, for the Colts.
Yes.
Because
Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, and AR-15.
Yeah, AR-15.
Like all three of them,
he didn't stay really healthy in college.
No.
No.
But that short spurt where he was out there last year,
looked good.
It was enough to where people already believe.
Yeah.
Like, he played like 3 games and people believe.
And you saw they said today that he's full go in training camp.
He probably looks good.
I would imagine, but I would take it slow. Training camp's not important.
Yeah.
Let him get his reps, get his butt out of there. Like, control him.
I'll tell you what, we're joking on the Brazil game, but how interesting of a matchup is that between the Packers and Eagles? As you said, you want to see Jordan Love early on, and God, the Eagles need to get out going fast. Like, so that right there is, whoever loses that game,
coach on the hot seat.
Why is there
honestly
asterisk beside the Philadelphia there?
I think because no home team. So it's the Brazil game.
Oh, okay.
It's a different location.
Yeah, so it's not technically a home game for either team or whatever.
Why are they playing on Friday?
It's because it's Thursday, Friday. Thursday's
Who's on Thursday?
Chiefs,
Shoot,
Ravens.
I'm stupid.
Yeah,
I'm stupid. Yeah, I forgot.
So we have Thursday, Friday, and then a full slate Sunday.
So that means we have to miss 2 games. I have to miss 2 games that week. That's great.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, that's Jonesboro Hodge Winfield.
Yeah, I mean, I got a game Thursday, and then I got a game Friday.
Yeah.
Right in the dead middle of all that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I had to pick 4 teams to not watch, I'm okay missing those 4 teams, honestly.
4 playoff teams, probably.
Yeah, screw them.
You want to watch the real football.
Freaking right, man.
Vikings, Titans.
Hell yeah. I'm ready for it.
that at
Do
12,
not watch Red Zone for that one.
Yeah, that at 12 on a Sunday. It's different.
That's how you know you're back, man, when you're excited watching that crap.
Oh, my God. I can't wait for the awful Thursday games. Those are the best. Now, Peyton skips them, but I tune in.
You lose me on that.
I plan my schedule around
I love their broadcast, though.
I love
it looks
Kirk.
beautiful.
Broadcast is awesome. And then the AI and crap on there.
Oh, yeah.
So good, dude.
What are we thinking for this first 9? At Tennessee, probably a guaranteed win. Versus Minnesota should be a guaranteed win.
I think it needs 7 more runs over there.
Arizona, maybe.
That's a 4-5, 5-4 type.
I think it could be 5-4, 6-3.
6-3 is a good stretch.
Like, what teams do you feel? Are there any guaranteed losses out of this? I think they can beat Houston. They can beat Detroit. I think those are toss-ups. Philadelphia is a toss-up, I would say, week 1.
I feel Philly's going to come out
probably
wanting to make a statement in that game.
Going to have to.
I mean, there's some
for that
tough
locker room
games.
Sake, you better.
Every game on this screen right now is an interesting matchup. It honestly is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like all of these teams, besides probably Minnesota and maybe Arizona, but still, we don't really know what Kyler's going to be. Kyler could be very good.
Nobody does.
Yeah, like Kyler could be very good. The other 7 games, very interesting. Like, I mean, I'm intrigued by Tennessee this year. Let's look at the back half. Oh, wow. That's a heck of a 4. At Chicago versus San Fran versus Miami at Detroit. And then you go to Seattle on a Sunday night.
Hey, they're coming to NOLA.
Nah, we're going there.
No, we're going there. Crap, never mind.
We're going there.
Who dat?
That's a tough 5 after the bye right there.
Will Dennis Allen be the Saints coach week 16?
Yeah,
yes
he
or
will.
no?
Yeah, because we're gonna win at Lambeau, Chance.
We didn't win at Lambeau last year.
No, but we're gonna win at Lambeau, and we're gonna think we're gonna make the playoffs.
Wait, why we gotta go back to Lambeau? We went there last year.
We're the Saints.
That's stupid.
I wondered that too, Chance. It didn't make
don't
sense
make no
to me
sense.
either.
Like, throw us a bone.
Like Green Bay should become at least us.
Yeah.
Last 3 versus New Orleans on Monday night, at Minnesota versus Chicago.
It's the least they can do, man. We resurrected their season.
That's a tough 5 after the bye, though. You need to be 5-4, 6-3. You don't need to be under 500 going into the bye. Because that at Chicago versus San Fran versus Miami, and then at Detroit and at Seattle, man.
Worst game on that schedule right there is at Seattle.
On a Sunday night?
Sunday night in December.
Yeah, that's tough.
I mean,
rainy.
you got cold weather in Lambeau, but you don't have rainy.
Well, and also you've got versus San Fran, and then you play Miami on a short week.
Yeah, but they're both at home.
But you don't want the speed of Miami on a short week. That's
by
scary,
then
man.
Waddle's gonna have a hamstring.
After you just got beat up,
Tyreek's gonna be losing sleep from another
cold
child
too. Isn't gonna be able to throw.
Dude, Miami's the least of their worries right there.
Keep sleeping on them. Keep sleeping on them.
And then they get rewarded for that with having another Thursday night game the next week.
Yeah.
So they recover from that pretty well.
What are we thinking?
Wait, is that Thanksgiving against the Dolphins?
No.
Yeah, it is.
Wait.
Dude, Thanksgiving is going to be elite this year.
Packers Dolphins on Thanksgiving.
And then you get Bears against somebody else.
Random Thanksgiving matchup.
It is.
I mean, it's like the Bills played last year against the Lions, wasn't it?
No.
Or somebody. They played against a weird team.
Well, they didn't play that morning. Bills didn't play that morning.
Who did the Lions play last year? Was it Bears? Somebody dumb.
It was a crappy game. I mean, like it was a crappy team. They played.
Giants, Cowboys are the middle one. So I mean, I'm interested in all four of those.
That's a good Thanksgiving.
Didn't we get Giants Dallas last Thanksgiving?
We get them all every Thanksgiving almost.
Yeah. And then Raiders Chiefs on Black Friday.
That feels like a Black Friday game.
They need to black it out.
What's the over/under chance?
9.5. Minus 135.
Every team in this division feels like it could be an under, man. What's the minus?
9 feels right.
What's the plus money you said? Under?
Plus money is under plus 115.
9 feels right.
It's tough, but someone's gonna be the best team in this division.
It's all gonna depend on that opening 9.
And we haven't looked at our Lions schedule. They're playing a first place schedule this year. It's probably gonna be the toughest one we've seen.
They were the best team in football last year.
It's true, and
they should have won the Super Bowl.
They might be even better this year.
Let's be honest. They could have won it.
They could have won the Super Bowl, man.
They could have won it. But
it's crazy.
Chiefs, I don't know.
Yeah. Black magic.
Freaking voodoo.
All right, let's move on to our Detroit Lions.
Their over-under's 10.5, by the way.
10.5. So everybody's thinking they're winning it again. Back-to-back divisions in Detroit, baby. How about that?
But no Isaiah Buggs, so that could be a problem.
Hey, you got Amik Robertson. You got that tech connection.
You're right.
You're right.
And buddy, they have thrown out some money.
Heck yeah. Jared Goff, 4 years, $212 million.
I forgot that.
What were you supposed to do?
I forgot they
we talked about Dak. What were the Lions supposed to do? Because Goff, we all know Goff is limited.
I can't believe the agent didn't get more money from him.
I mean, he's probably getting paid underneath the table from the city of Detroit.
There's no
way. Henry Ford is paying him money right now. Henry Ford the fifth. I guarantee you his ass is driving a Ford. I guarantee he drives an F-150. And then the wife probably drives an Expedition.
She's hot.
Would mark my words.
She's hot. You remember her from Hard Knocks?
Of course I remember her from Hard Knocks.
But speaking of hard,
that was Peyton.
For 4 years, $212 million for Goff. We talked as I said. We talked about Dak and his contract coming up for the Packers. I think even more to an extent with the Lions. They're in such a tight window right now. You pretty much have to take advantage of it now. Is that contract going to look bad year 3 and year 4 for the Lions, paying Goff $53+ a year? Probably. It probably will.
When Ben's gone, it probably will.
Yeah, it probably will look bad, but
just consider it back pay.
Yeah.
Just consider it that.
Yeah, if this year they make the Super Bowl, if next year they make the Super Bowl, something like that, it'll be worth it. You'll pay for that forever. Also, you paid Amon-Ra 4 years, more than $120 million. I think his was kind of a good deal, right? $77 million guaranteed, not a lot compared to JJ. JJ got like $110 guaranteed, so it's not cheap necessarily,
right?
But compared to other star receivers, and I mean, I think Amon-Ra is a top 5, top 10 kind of guy. It's a good deal. He probably could have got more out of it.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. Graham Glasnow, 3 year, $20 million. Keep that O-line intact. Kevin Zeitler, probably just signed him for depth, just for the fun of it. He's a good lineman. Panay
good locker room guy.
Jesus, 4 years, $112 million.
Earned every penny.
Dog. I mean,
probably the best tackle in the league, not named Trent Williams.
He's awesome. Yeah, and
it's
fun. Yeah, I was gonna say it's fun looking back at the
recruitment.
No, the Bengals situation of picking him or picking Jamar. Like it's very interesting looking at that now. What did the Bengals make the right call? And they made a Super Bowl with Jamar, so probably. But there's still concerns about Burrow and staying up and staying healthy. So Panay's pretty freaking good.
Some could say Panay's the best.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting situation to look back on. Dan Skipper, that's the guy that caught the ball on the trick play. He's back.
That cost them the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It really did.
Marcus Davenport. Here we go, baby.
That's the sign.
We get to root for him again. They needed something.
He's
Take him over that edge.
He's raw. He's raw.
He's got another gear.
Year.
He's got another gear he can go into.
He's still wearing the 0.
I hope so.
No, somebody else has it there. Somebody's already got it.
DJ Reader, 2-year, $27 million. I mean, I think one of the biggest needs for them last year was defensive tackle.
Yeah, Isaiah Buggs was having to play.
He went to Kansas City. They kind of got rid of him at one point.
He was playing at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, and getting DJ Reader. Yeah, getting DJ Reader, who
Did
was
they re-sign him this offseason too?
Who?
No, he re-signed.
He re-signed
the Chiefs. Okay.
Then he got arrested twice or something.
Twice, not once.
Allegedly.
Twice.
Two separate
DJ Reader,
things.
though, one of the best D tackles in football, I would say.
Proved guilty.
Great gap filler. That's a great move for them.
Great move for them.
Like was he in Cincy still last year?
He was in Cincy.
He wasn't in New York.
No.
I thought he was with the Jets, possibly.
Maybe. I feel like he's been a Bengal. Okay, he's got a Bengal picture on still. You got me questioning it now.
Did somebody else go there?
Nope. He wasn't it was not a.
I thought he's always been a Bengal.
He was a Texan before a Bengal, but
it's a cheap deal too.
It is, yeah.
Oh, I'll think of starts with an O. I'll figure it out in a minute.
Don't know. Jalen Reeves-Maben, been around there forever. Carlton Davis, got him in a trade from the Bucks. Good cornerback. I think he's one that people are saying fits the scheme that the Lions are wanting to run with the man-to-man and just physical defense. Carlton was very good at that with Tampa Bay. Big loss for Tampa, in my opinion. Sending a third, and also getting a sixth back in that trade. Re-signed Emmanuel Mosley. Signed our boy Amik Robinson, 2 years, $9 million. Shout out to Amik.
He's finally coming around.
Heck yeah, that's awesome for them. Michael Badgley, the Money Badger, back at kicker. Didn't really lose much. They just got better. They really did. It's crazy. Lost Teddy B. I think he went to coach somewhere, right? Like high school.
High school, yeah.
Lost Josh Reynolds, Jonah Jackson, Romeo Aquara, Hala Palutavaita.
Absolutely.
That's right. Charles Harris, Benito Jones, Cameron Sutton to the Steelers. I believe he had some type of abuse situation.
He did.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson, back to the Eagles.
All kind of problems.
Hey, but who we all love him. Like deep down, we love him.
I mean, didn't he leave Philly on a bad note?
Yeah, but he went back.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Did he leave us on a bad note?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'd take him back right now. I love him. Will Harris to the Saints. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of Carl Lawson.
Okay. Yeah, he was a Bengal.
That's what I was thinking of.
Tracy Walker, ULL boy. I figured he was still back with the Lions. Did not know he's gone. Let's see who they drafted.
Technically, he didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, he might be back. Terrion Arnold. I forgot about that, from Bama. Awesome pick. I mean, arguably the best corner in the draft. And you got him at 24. The draft was there. He got to go on stage and everything and talk to the fans. It was a very cool scene. You got the British Columbia O-tackle that was making waves before that. Remember?
Yes, I do remember.
They signed him because why not? The Utah running back is the one that also played safety. So they got him for the fun of it because why not? Got Makai Wingo. How about that?
I think he'll play for him.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
They got better.
They got better, and who's their biggest loss? C.J. Gardner-Johnson, maybe?
That's going to be a big loss.
They replaced him, though, with Terrion.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what, and Carlton Davis as well, and Amik. Like
they got better, dude.
Let's take a look at their depth chart. Let's see.
Super Bowl.
I mean, 10.5, huh?
Odds, yeah.
Jared Goff at quarterback. Hendon Hooker, second string. David Montgomery listed as the one still, but it's pretty
Hooker's
much
actually could be allowed to dress out this year too, huh?
Yeah, his knees probably recovered after 18 months. I would hope.
He got some old knees.
I was about to say the old age.
Yeah, how old is he? Like 27 now?
He's like 27. 100%.
David Montgomery, Jameer Gibbs, Craig Reynolds. Everybody loves him still.
Jameer Gibbs is number one. I don't know why they don't just put him over there.
They're 1A, 1B.
He's one.
Montgomery probably gets more carries. Gibbs gets more yards. That's how it'll be. Amon-Ra, everybody's favorite. Jameson Williams.
Detroit has the 4th shortest odds,
Ooh.
baby. Think back to 15 years ago. If you would have said
Think
that.
back to 3. Think back to 2.
That is really crazy, dude.
Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams, Khalif Raymond,
Man, the
DPJ.
receiver room is just not good, man.
That's the thing still.
They're banging that. Oh, but they got Traquan.
Oh, Traquan.
Oh,
Who dat?
Traquan.
Who dat?
Who that thing gonna beat them saying? Who that? Traquan, baby.
It's going to piss us
Heck
off
of a
if
blocker.
Traquan and Marcus win a Super Bowl.
That would a heck of a blocker.
You got to think about it like this, though. They've got Amon-Ra, they've got Gibbs, they have Sam Laporta. That's 3 dudes that are in the top end of all their positions.
I would say so, yeah.
You got to think about it like that.
Yeah, and having Laporta kind of makes up for your lack of a wide receiver 3.
There's only so much money to go around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't. I mean,
I'm kind of surprised they didn't draft one.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the biggest concern to me.
But I think they had to get Arnold. That made sense.
It's a
yeah,
big
but
move,
we're not talking. I'm not talking about high end draft pick.
Yeah.
Like instead of go getting a British Columbia offensive tackle, let's go get a receiver.
Somebody they could have gotten that went late. Old boy from Washington up in New England, Jalen Polk.
Yeah,
they're saying he is tearing it up there.
McMillan in Tampa, either.
Yeah,
either one of them.
They're saying Polk he looks legit. They say draft him.
Okay, I will.
So,
Traquan, that's just him and Marcus Davenport. If they get Super Bowl rings, the Lions, man.
Hey, I like DPJ. He always has a good game or two.
I like DPJ. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he left Cleveland last year. Khalif Raymond, though, not a terrible player, a little bit undersized. I'm not sure who Antoine Green is.
Jameson had a normal offseason for the first time.
Yeah, ever.
That helps.
He's not arrested or hurt or suspended.
Yeah.
He's never been arrested. My
yeah,
bad.
Don't put that on him.
I don't know this guy.
North
Carolina 7th rounder last year.
He looks like he has anxiety.
1 catch, 6'2". I mean, I don't know. That's interesting. Sam Laporta, though, awesome season last year.
Ooh.
I mean, I think he's number 70 on the NFL Top 100 that just came out. Like, what was that, a 2nd round tight end, 3rd round tight end, something like that? Maybe even later?
Second. Had to be second.
I think it was second.
Because
he was
second,
expected
34
to be first, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome player. I mean, everything that
So
you
good.
expected. Iowa just builds tight ends.
And punters.
Ain't that where Musgrave went to?
No.
Where did he go?
Musgrave was Tyler Kraft was South Dakota State. Musgrave went to Oregon State. Taylor Decker, Graham Glasgow, Frank Ragnow, Kevin Zeitler, Penei Sewell, incredible O-line. You really can't beat that O-line. It's awesome. Defense, Aiden Hutchinson, our boy, awesome season last year. He's a dog. That's pretty much how you got to describe him.
Get down.
Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader at D tackle, Marcus Davenport starting.
Starter.
Other
side of Hutchinson.
Breakout
year. What's his over under?
Give me the sacks. Give me the sacks.
I need the over under on sacks.
They run a 3-4.
I'm hammering the over.
They run a 3-4.
Hammering the over.
Don't they run a 3-4?
They did last year.
Well, they got where's the Houston guy?
James Houston.
Where's he at?
He's over there, 3rd string.
I don't know how they're going to run it.
3rd string. Oh my God, he was great.
They run a
last year.
4-3 chance.
I thought they ran 3-4.
They got a left and right D tackle spot.
Yeah, this is ESPN.
Oh, no, never mind. James Houston was good his rookie year. He had 8 sacks. Last year he only played 2 games. Did he get hurt?
He was hurt, probably.
I would figure he's going to play more.
I don't see Reader being a middle and a 3-4.
I don't know.
He might could. I don't know. I mean, they got it listed as a 4-3.
He's undersized.
They're in trouble.
It says base 4-3-D.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
I would be shocked if they're just lying.
I don't remember Hutchinson.
They're not that
I don't
bad
remember. I think Hutchinson was in the 4-3 last year. Now that I think about
He
it.
stood up a lot.
That's just him. He just did what he wanted.
I don't know.
Jack Campbell, great linebacker. Had a good season last year out of Iowa. That's right, baby.
One of my favorite Saints in a while.
Alex Anzalone.
I liked him so much.
Yeah. And Hard Knocks legend Rodrigo.
We miss Anzalone.
Bad.
Malcolm Rodriguez, Derek Barnes. Looking at the secondary.
Oh, Brian Branch.
Was there. Awesome season last
Yeah.
year. That freaking rookie class, man. Looking at the corners, though, Carlton Davis on one side, Terrion Arnold on the other, Amik at nickel, Kirby Joseph at the other safety.
Stout safety. I mean,
secondary, it's great, yeah. Melifanu as well, not a bad player. Emmanuel Mosley, like they got some guys.
They got better.
Money Badger's back. Jack Fox at punter. Khalif Raymond's still one of their returners. He's very good at that. I mean, it's a good football team. Now let's take a look at the schedule. Short to the bye week, week 5 bye.
Ooh, I don't like that.
But you get the Rams on Sunday night, golf versus Stafford.
Okay,
that's fun. Versus Tampa, playoff rematch. At Arizona versus Seattle.
3-1.
You think?
Yeah.
What's the loss there between one of the Rams, Bucks, Seattle? They slip up one of them.
Yeah,
I could see that. Two home night games though. That's fun.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be in Detroit. That's crazy, but like everyone wants to watch the Lions, man. Look, $284 get-in price week 1.
Man,
Saints is like $30, and you get a light bulb with it.
Any light bulb? Yep, got the light bulb.
Let's go on down at Dallas, at Minnesota. So here we go. Dome for Arizona, dome for Dallas, dome for Minnesota. First road game outside at Green Bay, week 9.
Ooh, wow.
That's awesome. And it won't even be that cold. It won't even be that bad in November.
No.
November 3rd.
No, they got him at a very favorable time.
It's crazy, man. Versus Tennessee, at Houston, versus Jacksonville, at Indianapolis.
Holy crap.
Versus Chicago, versus Green Bay, versus Buffalo, at Chicago. So you're playing your second outdoor game week 16, but that will be a cold one. At Soldier Field. Then you go at San Francisco, so that won't even be that bad of weather.
That's going to be a fun game.
That will be a fun game, man.
I go, we talk about this every year, but like if I'm scheduling the NFL games, how the heck is Buffalo, Detroit not a Monday night or Sunday night game?
Because the Lions have too many of them. They can't just keep giving them to them.
Take away one of them. Give me Buffalo and Detroit on prime time.
But also this year with Buffalo, it might be a down year.
Hell, I'm hoping by then McDermott's fired. I mean, if I'm being honest.
McDermott might not make it past 9/11. I mean, who knows? I mean, he might bring out the worst in them.
I'm hoping it's one of them kind of years for Buffalo. I'm going to have to listen about all the Josh Allen slander.
It's a gap year.
But
how about Josh just gets hurt? How about that? Minor injury that takes him out for the year.
I don't think McDermott gets fired, though.
Like a Burrow
If he gets
year.
hurt, he don't get fired.
That's true.
I don't freaking know.
You can't. Josh can't have a down year though, champ.
They just signed him to that contract extension, so they're not going to fire him.
Mentally, he can't have a down year for you. I mean,
no, dude, because I can't handle that.
What's a down year for Josh Allen? 20 picks or something? Like
he had 20 last year, didn't he?
Did he?
I think he.
Nah, he didn't have 20. He didn't have 20. Come on,
he was pretty freaking close.
Nah, he was.
Or he
better
might have had
last
20 total turnovers.
That's
18. He had 18 picks.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he was on pace for a record at one point.
And he had 5 fumbles. Yes, he had 23 turnovers.
But how many tutties did he have? How many tutties?
29 and 15.
Yeah, he had 44.
Okay, barely outpacing. not even double.
That's 2 to 1.
Nope. A little bit under. 20 picks. We don't have a receiver. His number one's Shakir. What are we thinking about this Lions schedule?
Forgetting about Diggs in Houston.
Yeah, apparently he was part of the fight today.
That dude,
Stingley.
Something happens. That's not Stingley.
It's crazy.
That dude barely said a word for 3 years in Baton Rouge. Like you never heard from him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was not like.
He's from Dunham.
Yeah,
that's not a fighting school.
That
school's got a father at home.
Yeah, he's got a father at every game.
He's from the good side of New Orleans.
He's got no excuse to be fighting.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to watch the Lions a lot on TV this year. I love that.
Can't wait.
At Houston on a Sunday night. Give me that, man. At San Francisco, Green Bay on the week after Thanksgiving, Chicago on Thanksgiving. Like, this is all awesome.
So many standalone games.
Yes.
And they deserve it. They do.
Absolutely do. Versus the Rams,
because
week one's going to be
didn't
rocking.
get it they did not get it last year.
Well, nobody saw that.
They didn't believe it.
Yeah.
They didn't believe in it like we did.
Yeah.
That's right.
Shout out Hard Knocks.
We believed. What's the record here?
Undefeated. No.
The schedule's tough,
as it should be, but they're really good.
6 seems.
I could see it happening.
11-6.
The schedule's tough, but they got better. What'd they win last year? Was it 11 or 12?
Well, what?
It was almost the 1 seed. Should have been the 1 seed if they.
I think it was 12.
Dallas.
12-5 sounded right.
Sounds right.
I could see them winning 11. I mean, someone's got to be the top dog in this division.
10-7 win the division.
I think if they go 10-7, then the Packers probably are right there with them.
Then everybody's like within a game or two of each other.
I'd go 11 here for the Lions.
I'm not mad at 11. I mean,
I think so.
I think it's a good number.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun, man. I love the Lions.
I don't think they'll get the 1 seed with that number, but I mean,
because let's take a peek at San Fran's schedule just for the fun of it, because I'm sure it's pretty easy.
They got the North.
Oh gosh.
No, they don't have the
You
North.
got it with your phone.
What? Oh, Ty.
Ty's riding a bull shirtless.
Shirtless
I've been to that bar.
Okay, he is shirtless riding a bull
with his butt crack all out.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Hey, 40 seconds.
He's
impressive.
He's bigger than that's a chicken. That's a chicken. It's not even a bull.
It's a chicken.
Biggest news here is he's wearing socks. So that means he's not wearing flip-flops.
That's a chicken. Yeah, you're right. I'll go give you that.
Cargo shorts, backwards hat.
That is a chicken or a rooster.
It's a
yeah.
rooster. Yeah.
Well, that's a first. All right.
Dude, the funny part is like he's struggling and that thing's barely moving. Oh, he fell.
Hey, 40 seconds though. It's a good time.
He just lays there.
Yeah.
Oh God, I need to know who he's with.
Niners schedule. Jets.
I think he's with his profile picture from his gambling account. Honestly, you didn't see the profile picture?
No.
Scroll back.
Wait, what? Huh?
Search the words profile pic.
Okay.
And then you'll find it.
Yeah, that Niners schedule's pretty easy. They get Patriots, Cardinals, obviously their division. They get Tampa Bay, Buffalo. They got some tough games here and there. I didn't realize they open up Monday night against the Jets.
Did he get kicked off? Did he have to use her?
Ain't no telling. he probably has 7 different accounts.
There's no way.
I don't think I want to know.
Keep going, Clay. I'm sorry.
There ain't no telling with him. Let's do our Dirty Five. So, Dirty Five this week is running backs with something to prove. I think we talked about it a little bit at the beginning or before the show. Just about every running back in the NFL can be on this list. I think there's a lot of people that have something to prove, and that kind of is the trend with the running backs in the NFL. I think it's always a year-to-year basis, and you're always trying to make it count as soon as possible because one bad year and your career is over.
No, absolutely.
One bad year and you're on a 1 year for $7 million deal for Aaron Jones. Something like that could happen at the blink of an eye. But yeah, let's get into it. Chance?
Number 5, the new running back of the Las Vegas Raiders, Zamir White.
Okay. Have you seen a picture of him?
I have not.
Large freaking man.
Is he jacked?
Shoo!
Yeah.
He's beyond jacked. It looks edited.
Let me see if I can
type in Zamir White muscles.
Oh,
yeah. Wow.
He's a large man.
So you know what that means, right?
Steroids.
No. Easier for him to get hurt.
He's lost stiffness. He's lost his...
He's going to be more stiff. He's more susceptible to pull muscles now.
Okay.
Because they're too tight. So that's number 5. If you let a franchise running back who's coming off from 2 years ago leading the league in rushing,
and he's only 26
at the age of 26, then that other guy better be pretty freaking good.
That's a good pick. Now, that's one I don't have on my list, but I absolutely agree with it. And that just shows that there's so many that can fit this.
Number 4, the guy they let walk, Josh Jacobs.
I like it.
Because why are they letting you walk at the age of 26, 2 years removed from leading the league in rushing?
That's right.
Why are they letting you do that? Don't make a lot of sense. So there must be something underlying locker room or something issue there. Number 3, I got Austin Eckler, mainly because of the name and the fact that he was supposed to be the next great thing out in L.A.
Yeah, and he was running all the running backs need to get paid meetings on Zoom and stuff. And while I do think he's in a kind of the back half of his career and just not really have much left, he is in a situation where he can thrive.
That's what I talked to you about the other day. I like what I'm assuming his role is going to be.
Yeah, he could get 70 catches this year for the Commanders.
Just because of checkdowns from a rookie quarterback.
We think Daniels is not going to have much of a blocking.
Yeah.
And he's a mobile guy, so he's going to extend the plays. Eckler's going to be there.
Yeah.
Eckler's always there.
It makes a lot of sense for Eckler to go to this situation. And I mean, he signed before Daniels was drafted, but I'm sure he knew. He probably knew what was happening.
Yeah.
I saw someone, I think Ron Rivera, came out and said if he was they were already planning on drafting Daniels. He said if I was still there, I was getting him.
Yeah.
I saw that and I'm like, why did this make the news?
Yeah, it's Riverboat Ron.
Who gives
man.
a crap? He's old news. He's gone. He'll never have another job.
Did you see the Shanahan quote about Bill?
That he was going to have him as DC.
Yeah, he said, I told Belichick he can have whatever role he wants.
Yeah.
Big news.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And he said no.
He said, whatever role you want, come take it.
Bill can't work for somebody. Let's just be honest.
Uncle Colin said the day Bill will be head coach next year.
Absolutely.
But Colin,
he can't work for somebody, though.
Who that?
I don't think you can compare him with our franchise.
Buffalo.
Goodell would have a stroke.
Who that?
Buffalo.
Ooh, Buffalo.
No, don't say that.
Buffalo.
I hope Joe Brady gets that job.
Joe Brady OC under Belichick.
Buffalo.
Number 2, Joe Mixon.
Okay.
Does he though?
I think he does.
I thought I think he's had pretty good years.
He's had
But why does Cincinnati let you walk? That's my whole thing.
I like that.
I mean,
they're taking a flyer on Zach Moss right now, and they let you walk. So
because they can't afford him. They can't.
They got to pay.
Could have
pay Joe and
They didn't have to pay T. Higgins this year. They could have let him walk. They franchise tagged him.
I know, but
his franchise tag is what Mixon was way more than what Mixon would have made.
Is Mixon even on that big of a deal either?
That's the thing. He ain't getting paid worth nothing. They let him go.
He got a 4 year
3 years,
deal,
25 minutes, so eight a year. That's not bad.
That's over well under half of what T's making off a franchise tag.
Didn't Joe have a little off-field issue last year too?
That's when he was in Oklahoma. He beat up that white girl.
No. He
had something at his house or something.
He had something
cops
else.
got called or something.
He's always got something going on.
He can't stay out the news.
Nah,
he can't help it.
He did punch a girl in Oklahoma.
No, he beat the hell out of her.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, we saw the video on ESPN.
Yeah. Allegedly.
The girl was wearing a white, I believe, and she was in the bottom left corner. He got on top of her.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't hit me, Joe. Number 1, Alvin Kamara.
Houston's close to Norman.
Yeah. Number 1, Alvin Kamara.
I like it.
I mean,
what
it's
used to be.
He ain't even top 15 no more, probably.
Running back.
Yeah.
They said he looked good at camp today. They said he looked good.
Shout out to him showing up. He didn't. I mean, he's not holding out on contract. He comes.
He's straight up saying, "I want to be a Saint."
He loves the franchise. That's all
he
it
does.
is.
He does.
How long is he going to be a Saint? Last year?
Forever.
I think it's his last year. I don't think they sign him. I don't think they re-sign him.
Where does he even go? That's such a unique fit and player. Like,
I mean, if I'm like the Chargers, I would want him.
I don't know.
It
depends on what the Chargers are building next year. They've got the freaking cult of Dobbins and Gus.
I want to see how much AK's got left in the tank this year before I can make that decision, though.
Yeah, and wherever he goes, he needs to have like a Montgomery Gibbs type split.
He's going to freaking Kansas City. Let's get it. Let's be honest.
Pacheco and Kamara.
Exactly.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I could see that. They get him on a cheap deal
Or, Minnesota wouldn't be a bad option. Let go of Aaron Jones that 1 year.
Yeah, but
if JJ's fitting in.
JJ looks good, maybe, but if he doesn't look good, why would he? I mean, he's lost Breeze, and he hadn't had nothing really since, so I don't know.
Chicago? I mean, Swift's not a long-term guy.
No.
Oh, AK with Chicago.
He's the same guy as Swift, though.
I don't think, but they could cut
Swift. The same.
They could just cut Swift.
Who's saying Swift won't perform? Swift looked fine last year in Philadelphia.
I don't think he's. I'm not very.
I don't think Swift's a true one by himself.
I think it was a little bit of an overpay just because of
the name.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just.
My number 5 is J.K. Dobbins
on the list.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins for me.
I didn't know he was in L.A. till earlier today.
Yeah,
whenever he got nominated.
J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, going from Baltimore to L.A. with the Greg Roman offense, in a situation where he should get a lot of the touches. Yes, Gus Edwards is still there, but we all know what his role is going to be. I mean, this could be another Montgomery and Gibbs type split. And can Dobbins stay healthy? That's the biggest question. I think he's torn ACL, he's torn Achilles, he's torn it all. But we all know whenever he's out there, he's a very talented player. I mean, awesome running back in college. A lot to prove, and not really much of a passing game in L.A. this year, even though Harbaugh said Quentin Johnston's been one of the best players on the field. That's what he said. I don't believe him, but so if Dobbins is healthy,
news for that other that defense out there.
That's right. That's right. If Dobbins is healthy, then he should have the opportunity to look really good under a Harbaugh and Roman offense behind a really good O-line. So I think Dobbins has a lot to prove there. My number 4, not that I really think anything of him, but Najee Harris. You got your 5th-year option declined. You're in a situation where pretty much everyone in the world wants you to not be the one anymore, but you're still hanging around. Everyone thinks Jaylen Warren's a better player. Where are you going next year? What is your contract next year? What do you have in the tank? There's so many questions about Najee. And yet he's still 26?
Yeah.
But he's probably got freaking 5,000 miles on his belt because he was the running back at Alabama.
Saban ran him to the ground.
He was the guy there. They didn't even have a backup then. It was just Najee. And it worked. Najee's a good player, but God, he looks old. You can tell,
dude moves in slow motion.
Derrick Henry's had all the miles in the world, but he's still a freak, and
a lot of Bama running backs look like that when they get in the NFL, though, man.
Yeah, they do. But in which Josh Jacobs is one of the rare ones because he was part of so many of a committee, he never really had that touch.
He never was the man.
Yeah, he was the more of the two then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Najee, besides Derrick Henry, is probably the most used running back at Bama in a while.
That's why Gibbs looked so good at Detroit.
Yeah,
he wasn't.
No, barely used. So Najee, I think, has a lot to prove, and it's just an interesting player all around in terms of what's to hold for him in the future. Number 3, I got Bijan Robinson. Yes, it's only his 2nd year, but we've talked about Caleb Williams and the hype that he had. Bijan's had the hype of Saquon Barkley. That's what he should be. Last year, Tyler Algier got a lot of the touchdowns, stuff like that. Bijan really wasn't used in the red zone. Arthur Smith was a lot to blame. Arthur Smith's gone. You got Captain Kirk. You expect the offense to all around be better. Zach Robinson in an OC. Bijan should be really freaking good.
Yeah.
Bijan, year 2, that's when a running back should be at the top of their game, honestly. The younger, the better for them. Bijan should be awesome, and he's got a lot of pressure, in my opinion. And so does the entire Falcons offense, really.
Mm-hmm.
So Bijan at 3. Number 2, Jonathan Taylor. Got paid last year after a long debacle. But the Colts are just in an interesting situation where they got the quarterback that a lot of people believe in, but we really haven't seen because of injuries. And, yes, he's only a rookie or second-year guy. But with Taylor, go back a year, go back 2 years, everybody says he's the best running back in football. And now he's getting paid top dollar. Still got a great O-line in Indianapolis. A lot of pressure on him to still be Jonathan Taylor and kind of take some of the pressure off of AR-15. Still be that guy, and I think he can be, but after all the contract situation and is he getting traded and all that stuff that was happening, and also some injury concerns, I think there's a lot of pressure on him to be that guy and to be back to the JT that we all know. And then number 1, I have Saquon. I think Saquon has to be on this list, and it's
what a weird career.
He just got paid so much money, but he's had a lot of excuses, and rightfully so. He's been behind the Giants O-line that's been non-existent
with no
quarterback. So pretty much could just stop the run, and you're going to win the game, and that happened. I mean, I think last year he had like 900 yards and probably not even 10 touchdowns. Like, he didn't have a great year last year, and you give him the pass. But now you're in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts at quarterback, Devontae and AJ at receiver. O-line is still great even without Kelsey. They're still one of the best O-lines in football. There's no reason Saquon's not awesome. Like, there's just literally no reason. And if he's not awesome, then Philadelphia's probably not going to have their head coach. There's going to be a lot of people pissed at Saquon. But I think Saquon will be good.
We went from an organization we thought was
dynasty.
Coming up and coming, they got everything right to like, oh crap, this is not good at all.
Yeah, I mean every draft pick the Eagles are making, you're like, boom,
yeah. And then all of a
sudden, it's a tough season for Philly. It really is. It really is. And it goes right back to that running back. And the Penn State, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania situation, I love that. So I mean, it's a cool storyline, and I hope it works because I want Saquon to be good. Like, when Saquon's good, it's fun watching him. I mean, same thing with the Bijan. Like, they're two of the most talented guys in the league. So I hope it works out, but we'll see. Who you got?
Number 5, Aaron Jones, which I think we kind of talked about earlier. Number 4, no, it was not neither one of y'all's. It kind of shocks me. Derrick Henry.
Okay. I could see it.
I mean, we went from him being
he needs help.
Yeah.
Like, put him in a real offense.
Yeah, and then here you go. I mean, you got everything you've been wanting.
A similar situation to Saquon.
Yeah.
But Henry's really performed.
He's proven, but
he's been good regardless.
Yeah. But then, like, he's kind of stepped last year. Wasn't
a small step
wasn't
down.
Wasn't the same Derrick as much.
But at the same time, you watch the game and he gets hit right when he gets the ball.
Yeah.
But he still gets 3 yards, and you're like,
falls forward for 3 yards.
His numbers aren't as good, but you still see it. I mean, absolutely going to Baltimore. My God, he should be a freak.
He should be. I mean, there's no excuses now.
And Gus is gone. JK's gone.
He's the man.
Yeah, he's the man. So, I like that.
Number 3, Josh Jacobs. Number 2, Barkley, and then number 1, Alvin Kamara.
I like it.
I mean,
who was 5?
Aaron Jones.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, all of these are great options, I think.
Like we said earlier, there's not really many that you could say do not have something to prove.
Yeah, CMC is bad.
Not really. CMC.
I would say Chubb because I think he has an injury.
Kyron Williams, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's been limited, but when he's out there, he's great.
Gibbs, maybe.
Well, the ones I have written down otherwise were Jones, Kamara, Jacobs, and I had Gibbs. Just because I think with Gibbs, it was like, 10 weeks until they like really fully unleashed him.
In today's offense, it's these running backs don't get the true.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, Ben's offense is probably pretty.
But as we saw,
intense,
as we saw as the year went on, and especially the playoffs, Gibbs was incredible.
Yeah, it all finally worked out.
So I think there is a little bit of pressure on him to go out there and do it for a full season, especially because he was the 12th overall pick, and it was a question like, why are they doing this? So I think there is some pressure there for him. I mean, especially with that O-line. For him to be very good. And as we also saw, they don't really have the offensive weapons outside of Amon-Ra and outside of Laporta, so there's pressure on him to get 50-plus catches and make it work. There's so many interesting running back situations this year. It's going to be fun.
I mean, Brees Hall, I guess, would be another one. He done nothing to prove. He's had a
Yeah.
good-
Whenever he plays, he's good.
healthy.
When he's healthy.
And
top
he
five in the
also
league.
last year he also had the excuse of there's no quarterback. I had Tim Boyle.
Literally.
He was still running that
Yeah,
thing.
he was awesome
Still
last year.
toting that rock. Yeah.
He was awesome last year. I really can't think of anyone else that would. Devon A-Chain, when he played, he looked good. James Cook, I think, was good enough last year.
Yes.
Tony Pollard's an interesting one.
I almost put Tony Pollard
Going to Tennessee. I think he's Pacheco doesn't have anything to prove, obviously. Kenneth Walker's another one.
I thought about him.
Rookie year was almost rookie of the year, and then last year kind of got banged up. Also the Charbonnet effect. People were thinking he's going to take over. So I think that's a good one. But yeah, it's going to be fun. A little bit over 2 hours again, but football.
and Olympics.
And we talked Simone Biles. We talked
LSU.
Talked random stuff. It's fun.
Go
Football,
Tigers.
man. Football. All right.
Nuts bus.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.